Yeah. It's him. You're now tuned into the dopest. It's him. Wanna wait, drag, and stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backseat. I could put a E&D to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, living tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. New level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it, binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech when you boys been? How you breaking your joystick? Who been feeding you poison? If you in your fort tonight, tune in to the Brooklyn Night Forecast and 108 Dragons.
Finish him!
Shield is down. I'm in position and ready for immediate assault.
Negative, Commander. Not against a ship that size. Not on your own.
Sir, permission to leave the station.
For what purpose, Master Chief?
To give the Covenant back their bomb.
You're now tuned into the dopest. It's him. 108 dragon, stay in the latest fashion. You think it's a game till we start clashing. War zone where I'm from, bullets like magic. 2K on your head, that's a backseat. I could put a END to all you lanes, whether outside or in the crib. On the game, limit tech with the best system. PlayStation for the staycation, Nintendo Switch for your wisdom. A new level, whatever you want, you been on it. It's only one way to support it. Binge on it, never lag. Whip your ass with hella swag. Keep a cigar lit, I'm the victor with the class. You thinking you can toy with limit tech when you boys been how you break.
We are back with another one. And yeah, that bum ass Bloody is late again. He told me to start at 7. We started 8, and this motherfucker's still late. Well, goddamn. But anyway, what's good, chat, man? Y'all already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe. Share this out. Get people involved. Woo! Another Saturday. It's a long day today, baby.
Yeah.
This man needs no explanation. No introduction, but he does need a mother haircut. It's my brother from another mother. Sick to the slayer. What's up, son? What you been playing? How you been?
Been good, man. I've been playing that Marvel. I've yet to play that Battlefield. I'm so embarrassed. I got that on my birthday and yet to touch it. And I've been playing that Shinobi. It should have won Action Game of the Year, but we'll talk about that later, I'm sure.
Do you think Shinobi should have won Action Game of the Year?
At least it shouldn't have been Hades. At least it should have been Hades. At least it should have been Hades. It should have been Battlefield or something.
It should have been Battlefield.
It should have been Battlefield, but not Hades.
Yeah.
I'm not mad that Shinobi didn't win, but the fact that Hades won, I ain't too happy about that.
Yeah, no, me either. Action game, I don't think you get more action than Battlefield.
No, I don't think so either.
Yeah.
And they topping the charts. I knew it was gonna get his best sound though.
Yeah.
I knew that.
They had to give it to that. That'd be rigged if it didn't.
Battlefield, crazy. All right, that's so. How you like that Cosmic Invasion?
Oh, mindless fun, bro. Love to just juggle the bosses after they're long since dead. I could hear that Simpsons quote, stop, he's already dead. I ain't with that. And meanwhile, I know that's the angel, right? But the devil is like, whoop that trick over and over and over, bro, until I can't.
I hear Nelson's voice.
Yeah, facts. Yo, welcome, chat, man. Welcome. Good to see everybody in here, man. For real, man. It's another Saturday. The room is warming up. People are coming in. Appreciate that. We appreciate you. And we have this other man who is saving lives today or something.
Something like that.
My name scrub to the nurse. What you been up to, son? What you been playing? How you been doing?
Good. Glad to be back here. Glad to have Silk Slayer with us. Silk Slayer in the house. But yeah, I haven't been playing too much. I've been bouncing back and forth between Battlefield and Call of Duty. And I did go ahead and get Marvel Cosmic Invaders. I know a couple of folks like Invasion. I'm sorry. I had a couple. All right. But
I need one.
Yeah.
You can have this one.
There you go. If you got one, sip one. But yeah, a lot of people are like, man, you got to try it out, Scrub. So I do have the game. So if y'all want to join in and jump in, just let me know. It's fun. I love it. It brings me back to those arcade games like X-Men and Ninja Turtles, all that stuff. So it's been fantastic. You know, we had the Game Awards Thursday. We're going to talk about that a little bit later. Shout out to the Replay Gang. I appreciate every single one of you, and shout out to everybody who's watching us on wherever you're watching us, because we're on a little bit of everywhere. So especially the ones in YouTube, we can see the chat a little bit better than anybody else. So if you want to be heard and you want your chat to be seen as much as possible, join us on YouTube, 108 Dragons TV.
Appreciate that. Hell yeah. You already know what to do, man. Well, good to have y'all back, man. Good to have the team back. Good to have my brother Sick back on the show. Yes, I see my man, the Rewatch General, is in the building. My man Steve Biko. Eric, I see you in the building. Mr. Metroid himself. You know, your name should be Metroid Masturbation, because I know ever since that Metroid Prime 4 drop, I know you've been all over the place with it. Moist. Shout out to my brother, man. Shout out to my brother Lloyd. Metro Talos is in the building. I see Big B. If I miss you, I'll get back to you. And of course, we got the Bomber Clyde boy in the building.
Bounty.
Bunty, what up, son? What's good? Good to see you, my brother. Always here supporting. Purple Autumn has entered the building. You already know. Let's go. Listen, man. Welcome. We got a good show for y'all, man. We're going to talk about these award shows. Award show that I couldn't make it, but shout out to my brother Mr. 100 and P Lump actually pulled up outside. Very proud of that guy. He was out there doing his thing, man. He cursed me out though, but go ahead.
What else is new?
I was about to say, ain't that the normal?
Come on, man. You're supposed to be here with me, man. Damn, living. Motherfucker. I don't know these people.
But he posted. We outside. He did post. I give him that.
Yeah, he gave me the smoke. Shout out to my man. He like, I'm driving around here. He said, Yo, Limit, I'm going to the beach. I'm like, it's nighttime in Cali. You might not make it back.
And it's cold.
You might want to go in the daytime. Shout out to my boy. Lycos 45 is in the building. Yeah, man. The Peel Up Power Hours in the building in effect.
Oh yeah, Lemon. Before we get started, I want to send a shout out too. We can't forget Sir X-Man. All right.
I was gonna do that, but go ahead.
No, go ahead then. Go ahead then.
No. Go ahead.
I was just saying my piece. Shout out to our boy Sir X-Man. He is not able to be with us right now, so I just want everybody to keep him in our thoughts and prayers. He's going through some little medical stuff, so we're hoping he pulls out with everything, and wishing the best for him. So we are a community. I do want to get a specific shout out to Death Dealer and her husband Dreadpool and Pink Pickles, because they basically, combed the whole city of Chicago, trying to hit up our boy, trying to figure out what he was doing, trying to do a hey, to see somebody that doesn't really know you at all, right, other than seeing you on the internet, and to care as much as to get the police to go search a house to make sure they're okay, or call each and every individual hospital in the city to find out where you are and if you're okay. That's big. That's big.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Some of y'all might not understand it, but that means a lot to me. So to them three, for sure, I really appreciate y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah, facts. Now we know we have all the intel on my man. Speedy recovery. Take care of yourself. Forget these podcasts and get out there and get your health right. It's crazy.
Facts.
Life is short. You never know. You might go to bed tonight. You might not wake up tomorrow. So
that's right.
Try to be the best you can be in life. Seriously, man. With that being said, damn, I don't even know how to come back from that one. Oof. All right, shake it off. Let's go. Listen, man. Xbox is moving in directions everybody can't explain, right? We're seeing a vision of what they want to do with their platform, and it seems to be working for them. But you had a lot of outcries from people in the community saying that they wanted to see some type of app where you can make a purchase from your cell phone, your tablet, wherever you do. So they have updated the Xbox mobile app. You always was able to install games you own or re-download it or whatever. But now you're able to purchase through the app. I thought that was a slick way of doing it compared to the PC, right? Let's go to you, Sick Man. How do you feeling about them moving forward with the Xbox mobile app and the progress that they've made, and he basically jumped into it overnight. But how do you feel about that?
Well, has been a long time coming in. Thanks to Epic for getting that ball rolling in the first place with their little lawsuits and stuff. I guess iOS and Android, Google and Apple more specifically, actually,
Right.
make that happen. Because they want their little 30% off of every transaction that happens on their platform, even though it's really not happening on their platform. And so we know they won that court case about a year and a half ago, maybe longer now. It's been a minute. In fact, I forgot about that, right? Up until the other day when they had that update on the app. So boom, there it is. Now you can purchase your games. The next thing I would love to see is the Steam app possibly coming to Android, because now they got that. If you ever use that app, it's called Game Hub. It runs on your phone, and you could run a lot of your Steam games on your phone. Okay, that's the emulation that they've been talking about. It's open source. It's out there already. There's certain apps that already do that, including Game Hub and Game Native. But to see the Steam app on Android leveraging that would be icing on the cake. So the fact that the legal blockages are out of the way, and that's possible now. You're able to purchase your Xbox games, or even the PlayStation app, I'm sure will be updated likewise in due time. I can't wait to see that happen as well, because they also deserve to have that, and probably the Nintendo app as well. I would assume all three platforms will do that. The Steam app already, I think, already allowed you to purchase games. If not, that's going to happen already, but I think that already does. I think that's happened a while ago. So yeah. So the fact that the Xbox app didn't have that for a good while is a good thing to see. I don't believe the cloud integration is in the app now. I think it might be a separate app, or is it integrated already? I forget. It's been a minute since I've used that, but I mean, if you want to be able to play your games immediately on the same mobile platform, well, yeah, you can do that. If it's Android or even iOS, right? No matter. I got them both.
I'm about to say, my boy got two phones. What's
hey,
going
man,
on over there?
Like 2 chains, right? But I'm just trying to say, man,
In the
I'm a
trap.
tech enthusiast. I got to do that because that's how I live. But the fact that it's open to everybody, being able to play your games on all platforms is a key thing, and being able to purchase your games without a tax on top of it, right, is choice. And it's not even that it's choice. It just makes sense. Why should anybody have to pay 30% more because they're buying the game on an app on another platform? It's just an app, right? It's supposed to be like the computer in your pocket, that's linked to the Library of Alexandria, right? If you know your history, right? It's a portable computer in your pocket. You're supposed to be able to do these things, and it shouldn't be a tax on top of that. So it's good. It's good to see this is finally happening. Shout out to Epic for getting that ball rolling.
Oh yeah, most def.
All right, Scrub, tackle that, man.
Well, here's the thing. How many times have you been on your phone or been somewhere and you said, hey, when I get the second to do this, I need to go to the grocery store, get this. I need to go do this. I might be upstairs and I need to go downstairs to go check on the laundry. And then you go downstairs and you go, what the hell did I come down here for? And then you got to go back upstairs, and then you go back downstairs, and just think how many times somebody has looked at something and said, ooh, I want to check out that game, or I want to download that game, or I want to play that game. But then you go to the app and you don't have the ability to go ahead and buy. Like you said, you can purchase it somewhere else and then download it to your Xbox. And that's only if you have that set up. You can download stuff from your phone, say download to my Xbox, but you couldn't buy and download to your Xbox. And it just kind of really didn't make any sense. It just makes it more streamlined. And like you said, it gives you less time to think about something else or forget about it and different things of that nature. You can go ahead, boom, do that. Say you're at home. You can do that. And you can play cloud right there where you want to on your tablet or phone, or buy it, download it, and then when you get home, play it on your console. I just think it's a no-brainer. When you're on your phone, you go to your app store, you can purchase and buy everything else and download it right there in that same ecosystem. If you are able to control your Xbox by downloading from your phone, 100 miles away, you should be able to purchase your game and set that up the same way. I did see something else on the app too that now you can wish list. Why wasn't that there before? They made it like really apparent now on the app where you can go and hit wish list on the game. That's the first thing they do on Steam. You like this game?
Oh yeah.
It won't come out for another 5 years, but wish list it. You can do that on Xbox, and that's another thing that Xbox can have to show to companies, hey, you want to put our stuff on Game Pass? Look at the last 15 games that I've put on there. Look how long and deep the pause. Look how long the list is for their wish list for people who are interested in this game, and it was just off an announcement. So I'm glad that they've done this. Usually Microsoft are one of the people who are more forward thinking with this, and they were a little bit behind the times. I'm glad that they're doing it now. And I know there's a little more off talk, but has anybody ever noticed how much the Steam app and the Xbox Game Pass app is integrating itself?
The Steam app. Yeah, definitely.
You buy something on Steam, it shows up on your Xbox account. If you buy something on Xbox, when you open up Steam, it pops up on your Steam account. Now, if it's not in Game Pass or you hadn't purchased on Steam, as Lemon found out, you still got to buy the game again on Steam. But it's sitting there and showing you that, hey, we know that you bought this game on Xbox. So, I mean, is something going on with that later on down the road? Who knows? Who knows? But I'm glad that we can do that now.
I'm happy. I'm happy we have that option to do it, man, because just make it simpler. Like if something go on sale, you will forget.
Yeah.
And you could just buy it on the spot. I was like, that's good, you know what I'm saying? So I was happy with that. That's progression, but it's also
Is it bloody? Is it bloody?
No.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Hey,
It's my man.
Hey,
It's my
Lemon,
man.
what you
It's my
doing
man
later,
Steve
baby?
From above the rim. I gotta take this call. Hold on.
That was a question. There's a question that crossed my mind too, and I instantly forgot as soon as the phone started ringing. I was going to ask, and just like you're saying, you know, you're going upstairs, you forget, and boom, man. Hey, time is catching up with all of us, right? So I instantly forget.
For real.
I really wish I could remember what it was, but
we were talking about Steam and Steam integration with the apps with Xbox. That's the last thing I was bringing up.
Oh, right. Okay. Thank you. See, so the one thing that they have in Steam, hopefully they start to add that to Xbox is you see that what do you call that on Steam? The activity list, right? Hopefully they start to add that to follow the games you wish list and stuff. If there's updates, news updates, or even your friends, if they wish list the game, or if they buy a game, or if they earn achievements. Now Xbox does have an activity list, like it's not as in depth as the Steam app, but bro, it makes you want to buy more games. Oh, here's a game I didn't know about, but my friend knew about it, and he wishlisted it, or he bought the game. Now you're like, oh, what game is this? Let me check this out, because if Wonder Wake got this game, he must really like. That's my friend. We play a lot of the same games. Let me see if it's something I want to mess with. And likewise, I know he'd be checking my list. You know, I favorite something. I buy the game. Next time I see, he got it too. And same thing with you, Scrub Nurse. That's happened all the time, right? It makes you want to buy more games. It makes you discover more games. And they have that, except not to the level that it is on Steam. And hopefully that will be implemented pretty soon, because it does make you buy more games. I gotta say,
it definitely helps you organize.
The
stuff you purchase also.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm with it, man. It's a good move. Plus the way they move in with Xbox everywhere.
Right.
You gotta have a universal storefront for everybody to be able to use and put on many different devices.
Yes.
So it's definitely their vision is coming to fruition. So I'm happy about that, man. I really, really am. So we're gonna move on, man. They got a new KOTOR. Well, KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, is officially dead and stinking in the water. But we're getting another game.
The Fate.
Yeah. What did you feel about that announcement? Did it shock you? I'm happy that we're getting another game. But I did want that remake. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah. The thing I noticed was usually if it's a franchise that you haven't heard from in a while, they'll remake the original one in anticipation of a new one, right?
Mm-hmm.
And as soon as they announce the remake, I'm like,
Tomb
oh,
Raider.
right. And same with Tomb
Mhm.
Raider, they're doing both of them at the same time, in fact, right? But that's Tomb Raider, we already know it's gonna sell. Not that the same isn't true about KOTOR, but I was like, they're doing a remake. They're probably gonna do a new entry in the franchise, and unfortunately, that didn't work out. But new entry in the franchise. I mean, the validation was real when I saw it. I was like, I knew it all along. I knew it all along, and it. I mean, we'll have to wait and see. But Casey Hudson is involved, or is no? He's not, right?
No,
He's involved
he
with that new
is.
game X. Oh, he is. Okay.
Yes.
There's
Yeah.
a game Exodus that's a lot like Mass Effect. It reminds me of Mass Effect, and I thought he was involved in that, but no, he's involved in this. And Casey Hudson is the name, but like Everborn had said this morning on Keasante's show, from time to time you see a name who has made his bones elsewhere, and he's doing a new project with a new studio or whatever. And sometimes it hits, sometimes it misses, right?
Mhm.
Who's with him? We'll have to see. It's really early days. We'll have to see. But I mean, the pedigree is there, and it's a franchise that's beloved. It's an IP that's beloved.
Mm-hmm.
All the best, man, because I'm hoping for another great game.
Yeah. I'm definitely excited about it because I didn't play the first KOTOR. When KOTOR was out, I was stitching up people. I was going to nursing school. I was playing sports, uh, chasing these women around. I was doing a whole lot of other stuff. Even in high school and earlier, I was playing sports. I had a Nintendo all the way up to college and a Game Boy and a PlayStation 1. And so usually RPGs and just large massive games that I can play and all these decisions making, I was never there playing. And a game like this, nostalgia is a hell of a drug, but then also we have played games that are older and longer in the tooth, and it just doesn't look the same or feel the same from when you remembered playing it. Shout out GoldenEye. I mean, geez. Best shooter ever created. You pick it up now and he's like, these controls suck. But
That's a fact.
But
Oh, that's a super fact.
oh yeah. It's a totally big difference. But to be able to have, I'm still, like I said, I'm still hoping that they will make a KOTOR remake for somebody like me or somebody younger than me who never got a chance to really delve deep into it. So when I was watching it, I knew it was something Star Wars. I just couldn't say what, because you saw the droid, you saw
You
this
saw the
weird,
ship, or you
yeah,
see
the
the
ship,
iconography,
alien,
the engines, like all those details of Star Wars.
the
And I'm not even a
scroll
Star Wars head like
down,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
ship over the planet, and it was like it's not Princess Leia. You don't have buns on the side of her head, but I was like, something's going on. This got, and then when I heard the saber go off in her hand, I was like, that's it. That's what I'm talking about. And then when they said Fate of the Old Republic, that's when it really just made me just go, oh, to me, that was one of the biggest things. Like Lord Metros said in the chat, though, we didn't see anything other than a CGI trailer. We have no clue what it is, but to be able to just to have a lightsaber go off is tied to Knights of the Old Republic. You're having the person who was the head of the game and working with the studio when you had Knights of the Old Republic. And I'm pretty sure a person like that has had ideas running in their head ever since the last one was made. It just makes it me so eager to see what the next one is. And we probably won't see this game for 4 years or so.
Yeah, 4 or
But the
5
fact
years. Yeah.
but the fact that it popped out, that just made me excited. And if you get me excited to play a video game that I know is not coming out anytime soon, is pretty big. So I was glad to see that, and that was one of the big surprises for me for the Game Awards.
Okay. Yeah. I was excited. I'm a Star Wars junkie. we all grew up on that crap. So
Yeah.
I'm always looking forward to the next iteration of what's going to be down in Star Wars in that George Lucas universe. But I want to bring up something else. Game Awards is a place of announcements. I think the announcements wasn't great this year. I didn't really say, not one time.
Oh, really?
It's getting more diluted each year because shows are kind of branching out and starting to do their own as well.
That's the main impacting reason I feel. But I mean,
Xbox just announced
depends on what you
January.
like. Yeah,
Mhm.
we already knew about that, so we know Xbox is gonna have something next month. So they're not too interested about this.
But I'm gonna say this. This is bad. The fuck was that Street Fighter shit? Yo.
Movies. Is instead of TV with Xbox. Game Awards is movies.
Oh, he said my mic is low. Is that better? Is that better, Mike Johnson? But I'm gonna say this. Man. Having a bunch of stars portray characters in a video game does not make the movie good. Now, Street Fighter might be good.
It's a low bar. They don't have to clear much.
Yeah, it's only nowadays that people like the original live action film from a different lens.
There are two characters people memorize from the original. It's M. Bison and Shang Tsung. And both of those people passed actors. Rest in peace.
Of course.
But nah, man. That trailer wasn't it.
It wasn't for us, though.
I could take my cameras I'm using on this show right now and film a better movie than that shit. Look, I'm sorry.
And you got them cameras and lenses, don't you?
I was so hyped listening to my man 50 Cent.
Ball right. He ain't show up. He's probably in Shreveport.
He's the only one who looked the part, too. The only one who really looked the part. Him and mostly Zangief, but Zangief isn't large enough. But I mean, that's about as close as you're gonna get.
Oh God. Yo, listen. Oh man. All right, give me your opinions on that fucking trailer, man. Because I was
before we start. We got Lord Metroid, $2 super chat says, I agree with Lemon. The Street Fighter film looks like trash. Thank you for the super chat. And no, that looked like a trailer for a bunch of 10-year-olds. So I think that's their target audience, 10-year-old boys. And I think they worked for if you were going for 10-year-old boys. And one thing, you're never going to get a Chun-Li with a waist that small and thighs that big. So, I mean, you do the best you can.
Not naturally, anyway.
Yeah.
Or maybe even unnaturally.
Yeah, there's going to be CGI had to be to pull that off.
16 crazy supercomputers to make that happen, I'm thinking.
Where's E Honda? But anyway.
Yo, chat, let me know what y'all think, man. When we do the Game Awards segment, I will have an open mic on me, and I'll drop the link in the chat.
That's gonna be awesome. Yes, please do that. Please do that. But no, the trailer.
Some of your opinions on these categories.
I heard what's his name give his Aquaman yell in the background, Momoa. While they're talking, it was a little bit goofy. I guess Schultz did okay when that was pretty good surprise joke when he was like, Mortal Kombat doesn't care about y'all. They didn't show up, but we're here because we love y'all and money.
At first, I thought he was like, because RIP to Carrie, who recently died. Your soul is mine for real. Like he embodied that role we all remember. In fact, that was the better movie back then between Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter. So when he said that, I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. And he was like, I got you, whatever. I'm like, all right. You got that one off. But still, it was just like the twisting of the knife, right? It's like, oh, this is not Street Fighter. This is like a comedy or something. I was like, whatever, bro. And he just insulted me low key.
Yeah. We got Blanca. But you don't have E Honda. And I was like, but they did have some stuff that I think
thought they did have E Honda in it.
Who played E Honda?
No, E Honda
saw
was there.
E-Honda.
Yeah. E Honda
No.
was there. He's right.
He was?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
He was
there.
I missed it, the announcement. Maybe he was in the trailer, but not
I
on the
wish I never
stage.
saw that
Yeah, he was
trailer.
on stage, but 50 wasn't on stage.
Okay,
I think
50 was the only one
wasn't.
on stage. But they did give some fan service at the very end when they were beating up that car. I was like, okay, all right, they might be doing something here. It looks real cheesy.
You
but-
win.
Yeah, but when
That
they
trailer didn't.
yeah. So I got hopes right now. I'm gonna hold out hopes,
shit.
but as far as the trailer, did the trailer get me
Nah.
excited? No.
Nah.
Me wanting to see the movie, yeah, I kind of
I'll
want to
see it anyway. You know, we're gamers. We'll see it anyway.
Okay, so yeah, Godo is saying Haruki Godo is playing E Honda, so I might have missed that because the trailer was not that great. I never replayed it again, but
Yeah, I tried to I watched that trailer 3 times. I want my time back.
Oh man.
I want my time back. That shit was
what's a better trailer, Minecraft or Street Fighter?
Minecraft.
Because Minecraft was cheesy as hell, but that's for the kids. So
Right.
and it had
Mario
Momoa in that one
Galaxy as
too.
well. Mario Galaxy as well. That was a better trailer too.
I ain't like that movie anyway.
I did.
I mean, I ain't like the last Mario.
But
anyway.
even then, that's probably still gonna be better than Street Fighter. But people only now like the old Street Fighter movie from like a different lens.
Yo,
you know what I'm saying?
It's a movie. It's a movie to
Street
drink or
Fighter
be.
hot dog
Yeah.
water.
Speaking of which,
You've been drinking, or you done smoked a little, and you want a good laugh and goof off.
I wish I was drinking when I saw it because I wouldn't have cared so much.
that's why I took a sip, man. I had to get that off my mind because my bag brother Kieran, he's in the chat there, man. We was watching it together on Discord, and bro, just like he says in the chat, bro, I fell for it hook, line, and sinker. I really thought they were gonna bring them out. I'm like, oh, that's a cool movie, you know, because Carrie died and all of that. And they were like, nah, God. I'm like, you mother, bro. And but I was like, yeah, all right, you got me. That was a funny joke, but god damn it, bro. That was just like, and the
trailer was funny.
And yeah, we'll talk about the Divinity trailer because I'm like, bro, but we'll talk about that later, Kieran. We'll talk about that later. Definitely.
All right. Well, listen, man, let's get to some positive shit.
Yes.
It looks like rumors that Xbox is working on bringing backwards compatibility to PC and handhelds.
Oh,
that's confirmed by Lemon, y'all. It's confirmed by Lemon. He
Don't
knows a
start no
guy
shit.
who knows a guy. Trust me, bro.
I don't know anything. I know they've been trying to get it to work, but that was years ago. That ain't current news. But let's look at it as a possibility of this might be happening. Scrub Nurse, man. A lot of people like that. Those retro lives, right? Terminator, 2D Fate, Marvel Cosmic Invasion.
Mm-hmm.
People been going back buying Dreamcasts, Super Nintendo's, Genesis.
Ninja Turtle games.
There's a lot of There's a lot of nostalgia going on today.
Fatal Fury.
So people want to bring their catalog with them, and they want to play all their old stuff. Because I play some stuff on 360. I'm still playing.
Ooh, look at that.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance. That's a fan favorite for me.
yes, it is.
Capcom versus SNK.
Especially 2.
Jade Empire. You know, I like going back and playing those games. So, what do you think about this whole rumor of them moving forward with this?
If they can pull it off, good. Here's the thing. You're always going to piss off somebody because there's always a person that's going to say, well, my favorite game back in the day was such and such paintballers. And it's like, okay, all right, they're going to back compat every single game ever created. We all know that's not going to happen because they've never back compatted every single game that came on Xbox if you're on your console. So there's never going to be all the games that make anybody happy. Is it worth trying to say, hey, I have a digital library that I've built up since, Xbox One? Because really not that many people were trying to do that in the 360 era. It was Xbox One and after. Are there many games that I just say, "Hey, man, I just gotta have that back. I bought it digitally and I want to have it back." It's rare. Um, and most of the time, people, when they want their old games back, it's a game they had on disc. It was too scratched up, or they lost it when they moved or got married or whatever else, and you just end up buying the game again.
Yep.
So, is it really hurting that many people about back compat digital games? I say no, because if it was, this would have been such a bigger push before. Does it seem that big because you're on YouTube and Twitter? Yes, because some of the biggest people who have the farthest reach that are asking for it, it makes it seem like there are so many people clamoring for that. I've never seen a person who didn't have 130, 200 games on a shelf behind their head when they're speaking from a camera has really cared that much about digital back compat on a handheld. Okay. On a handheld. So, yes, make as many people as happy as you can, but if you can't get the game out, it's understandable. You still have your Xbox.
Yeah.
Out of all the games you want to play, if the one game you want to play is Black or I don't know, Hydro Thunder, and now all of a sudden now you can't play it on, but you can still play it on your Xbox. Just wait till you got home. Look at all these other games you can play on cloud, Game Pass, and all the rest of the stuff. So for the folks who are just that mad, now, if this was big enough where you could put something physical in, like a disc, and you were mad that it wouldn't play it because you can stick it, that's a different story. But that is not what we have right now. And everybody get over yourselves. All right. Because the first thing you said was, "Oh, it's not an Xbox. It can't play my back compat." So now they're saying they're trying, and then you go, "Oh, well, it's not doing all of them." You're never going to be happy. Right. You're never going to be happy.
Especially if it's Microsoft or Xbox, man. These people will never, never, ever be happy. But
even if you're the biggest Xbox fanboy, you're never, because I know people who are saying, "I do physical, and that's all I do is."
They never want to hear no different. Yeah.
And look, you're never going to be happy because some games now there's no physical copy of it.
Or if you get a physical copy, the disc doesn't really have any data on it anyway.
Correct.
Like Halo Infinite. And I knew this going in, but I bought the disc knowing it's blank because I want to have it, with all of them. But I don't do that for every game. I'm not going to sit there and buy every physical game out there because digital has the advantage, right?
Right.
But
truth be told, one last thing, truth be told, you really only wanted physical so you can have a shelf.
Yeah, to have a shelf.
That's the only reason why you wanted physical. Not saying you can't have it physical, but it's a handheld, guys. It's a handheld.
Physical.
And here's the thing, though. And here's the thing, though. I see both sides of the equation, especially Lemon here has more movies than all of us have played in video games, and he buys physical movies all the time. And when it comes to movies, he ain't wrong for that. Right, because what they do, because
that is the best platform,
is not the same level. But
no,
even then, when you buy the movie, they give you a code for a digital version if you want to watch on the go. So it's the best of both worlds, right? In games, not really. In fact, the disc, because it's not rewritable, the patches and everything, you have to sit there and re-download the whole game anyway, right? It really is not really all that. Now, if the medium was rewritable, which I've been advocating for since last generation, or at least the beginning of this generation when they came out, on with those SSD cards, had they dropped in price, we'd have another conversation, right? But this is a thing we've known for a while now. The back compatible team or whatever, right? It was a group of people, a team, right? I worked on this. They did all they could in terms of technology and emulation and whatever they were able to do on the technical side, right? Now there's a couple of games where there's legal issues or whatever, and they're not able to do that. So licensing, right? And they took it as far as they could. And that at some point they're like, well, that's all we can do. Oh, my camera. That's all they can do, right? So they disbanded the team. Like a year and a half ago, they brought the team back together. For what? They took it as far as they could. So now with the talk that the next Xbox is a PC, whatever. That's the only reason I can imagine why they brought the band back together, right? To bring that onto the PC side, so I could play it on my handheld. Right now, I got the white Ally, the original, and if you've seen the video I did, I changed the battery, and so I'm content for now, right? But like, if you have the Ally X, or if you have the Xbox Ally X, or MSI Claw, or whatever the hell else, right? While it's a nitpick, I agree, right? It would be nice if you could.
Right.
And I can only imagine logic dictates that's the only reason they brought this team back together. Because what else could they be doing? I can't. And I've sat there and I've thought about it for a long time. What else could they possibly be doing? That's the only thing I can imagine they're doing, right? But we'll have to wait and see what happens with it. Is it that important? No, because for the reasons you said. But if they had that, I'd love that, but I don't need it. I have a 360. I have my Series X, right? It's not hard to get a new Xbox right now, or even an older Xbox One or One X, right? There's
Not
lots
hard
of
at all.
Now, a couple years from now, or a decade from now, it may be hard to find and more expensive and yada, yada, yada. But I bet you the servers will still be up if you have one to re-download your games and play your games, especially in the nature of the backwards compatibility. The servers as they were, right? That software still has to run to even make the 360 games that are online multiplayer still work. And so there's no reason that in 10 years it still won't be there. So I can imagine that's what they're trying to do. We'll have to see. But if they don't, it's just these nitpickers, these naysayers who just want to say, oh, this is not an Xbox. That's all this is really about on these naysayers. But if they could do it, I'm not going to complain. Are you going to complain even though you find no real use of it? Hell no, right? It's there, but you know what I'm saying? It's people like to argue. That's all.
You know, people like to bring up points. There's another checklist,
yes,
a bucket list. But I'm gonna say this: every game on console back then is not on PC.
That's right.
So when
there's games on PC things, and not on console,
I got smart answers.
Yeah.
There's games that was on console that just didn't hit PC. So it has to be some type of emulation done. But it's something for people to supposed to cheer and start complaining. I don't get an Xbox,
baby.
Hey, Lemon, I got a question. On most of your handhelds, what is the average storage on those handhelds?
It used to be 512. Now it's 1 terabyte. Yeah.
1 terabyte. Okay. Are you gonna fill up your 1 terabyte with games that you played 20 years ago?
Nope.
Now there probably is somebody that would, but
for these, not me,
not even me.
Games, yeah.
Let me know. I'm that type of guy. Not even me.
Are you gonna go through and take stuff off your handheld and then move stuff over and all of this just to say I have the ability to do it? I understand this ability to do it. They're gonna work, but I'm gonna say I guarantee out of your favorite list of games that you gotta have back compat, 4 of them ain't gonna make it.
Yeah.
Word, Metroid. That's what we doing. You selling my bag?
A cigar of your choice.
You know what? I appreciate you, chat, because you know Scrub put it in there, and I seen them chats go up. I mean, them likes go up. Listen. It's the little things that matter, man. So I appreciate those. Definitely, because it helps grow the channel. Helps grow the channel. And soon as he sent me the money, I'll be buying everybody in the chat cigars. Thank you, Lord Manfred, for your glorious donation.
For your patronage.
All right, man, let's move on. I want to talk about Capcom is revitalizing several games from the past, with no mention of Dino Crisis, but we got Devilman Crying and Making. We got Mega Man 2.5D, which I'm excited for. They didn't really show no gameplay, but just to be making now, you know the masses.
He jumped twice. That was gameplay. He jumped twice.
the masses of replay. Or remix, let me say, is Capcom. Even though I noticed when I was a young gamer and playing those games today in Resident Evils, we ain't have shit to do. Cause you know how much backtracking you had to do? Oh my God.
That's why I stopped playing Resident Evil games. The top down and going back and forth, opening all them dang doors. Blacked out hallways.
Shout out to Lycos. Yeah, Lycos, you right. I said, damn, I did this. I beat them games multiple times. So now I'm not so hyped for my favorite Resident Evil game, Code Veronica, to be announced. Because I don't know if I want to get this one key card, go all the way back to the beginning of the game to open the door to get a wrench. No. I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that anymore.
That's what it was like.
But it's good. Yo, I don't even think they left Devil May Cry alone.
No.
Because we got one at the beginning of this generation. And I don't know. But it's good to see Capcom full steam ahead. Because I remember when they had $176 million in the bank and they was broke.
Yes.
So it is so good to see Capcom revitalized, rejuvenated, pumped up, Red Bull in the blood, something. But Scrub, talk to me, man. How you feeling about these games being rejuvenated? And what game are you particularly looking forward to?
Any beat 'em up side scroller is all in my wheelhouse. Those are my favorite Capcom games.
Oh, you want old games back? Oh, really?
Well, he said if I wanted, what would I want? Because we're just playing Marvel Cosmic Invasion. That's exactly what it is. It's a side scroller.
But it's
team.
A new one though. It's a new one though. You want an old franchise coming back?
Oh man, it's a new coat on the same pixels.
It's
the same type of game. It's the same type of game we played back then. It's just they put now Wolverine can have 5 different choices of costume colors.
Love it.
Not different costumes, but colors of their costumes.
Palette choice. Yep.
Yeah, like they used to have all that stuff. It is this same. It is Ninja Turtles. It is
X-Men.
It's X-Men. It's
Simpsons.
Fist of Fury. All that stuff. All that stuff. It's the same game.
Yep.
Bad Dudes, whatever you want to call it.
Final fight.
All of that. And I loved it. That was part of my heart and going to the arcade. So for you to give me that and have it fun, so I'm all down for it. So yeah, those would be the games, me particular. If you ask me, the games that I want the side scroller beat 'em ups.
Okay, sounds like a plan. Welcome, Bloody. Welcome. Good to see you here.
What's up?
You told me to start at 7. I started 8, and you still late.
Hey, look, I'm gonna explain exactly. Hey, no, hang on. I got an announcement, bro. Hang on. You want to know why I needed it later, and I'm late as it is, because of the fact that for those who don't know, I was like, your boy's been busy offline doing a lot of things because I've been actually working with organizations in my city because I've been teaching board games to children, and I'm actually going to be the hosting a couple tournaments at a local board game convention here in January. So I've been busy doing things. I've been teaching people. I've been helping run these organizations. We are actually running a fundraiser here soon. So I was like, I've had a lot offline. That's why I'm not as online as I usually am.
How many? Okay. What's your favorite die?
One, I like a 6-sided die because mainly one of the main board games that we've been doing is because of the fact that I've been teaching everyone to play Dice Throne, which I've actually had the chance to meet the creators. I've been playing this game for 6 years, and I'm an ambassador for the game. I love it. I've been thankful for the opportunities it's brought me and helping out with all this stuff that's been going on out here. So I've been kind of all over the place.
Correct answer is 10 or 20.
Hey, whoa. Actually, it should be a percentile, Mr. 100 over there. Calm down.
Okay, you live this time. Okay, that's a passable excuse this time. Next time, Gadget. Next time.
Right. I mean, that's fair. But yes, I've been very active in the local game shop.
All right.
You had real nerds out nerd the other nerds, so
having a nerd convention in this.
Apparently, I had to make a charisma throwing save. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, okay.
Hey! If y'all never played tabletop games, for all of y'all console warriors, they're fun as hell. You missed out.
Right here,
Oh,
this
wow.
one. Got this one on.
Yeah,
right
without
here.
Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, we would have had no Final Fantasy. So I guess so.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
Exactly.
That's a fact.
I
That
was
is
like,
a fact.
I was like, and if people weren't playing the old school Arkham Horror, aka the Call of Cthulhu tabletops, it was like we wouldn't have the Lovecraftian horror games we
that's
had
a
now.
name I ain't heard in years.
Cthulhu.
Wow. Yeah.
And they did announce a new Dungeons and Dragons. They had
Exactly.
the trailer. That was
Mhm.
pretty sweet.
That
Yep.
Divinity
Yeah,
game.
and
That
if you
Divinity.
go to PAX, you'll see a lot of that.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
we saw a whole lot of it.
Yep.
Like
And
a quarter
motherfuckers
of
was
the floor.
playing it. Yo, it was crazy. Crazy. But let's keep moving on, man. So let's go right to Bloody. Welcome, Bloody. Welcome.
Welcome
You
on.
piece
Yes.
of shit.
You know what? That's earned. That's earned. My bad. I'll take it. I take it.
Capcom, man, revitalizing a lot of their older franchise. They're bringing them back. We saw a glimpse of Mega Man. What would you like to see from the mighty Capcom?
What can I see from Capcom? I was like, they really got to be digging in their crates. But the thing is that I want to see more consistency with what they have or what they are going to do. I love Mega Man. I'm glad that they're trying to bring it. But the thing is, all we've gotten for the past 10 years are remasters and collections of their old school Mega Man games. I was like, I really want them, if they're going to bring these back, do something with some of these spin-off series. I would like to see more Battle Network. I want to see more of Star Force. Hell, I am one of the people that have been waiting for almost 3 decades for Legends 3. I was like, I loved Legends 1 and 2 back on the PS1. If you really want to go old school, I was like, and we know that they were working on Legends 3. Are we ever going to get it? Probably not, but I want them to do. I was like,
probably not.
Oh, like 99.95%, we're never going to get Legends 3. Do I still hope just a little bit? Yes. I was like, but the fact is, like, if they're going to touch and bring back some of these older franchises, I want the consistency with it, right? That's where it is. They've done great with Resident Evil after bringing that back after their kickoff with the remakes. Monster Hunter has been on a major upswing since they did Worlds all those years ago. I was like, and now they're digging more into the spinoffs with it, like Monster Hunter stories and everything else. They know where they've been doing. I was like, I want to see them stay consistent with bringing back these franchises if they do. That's the problem. I was like, I love Ace Attorney, right? They're talking about making that one of their pillar franchises and bringing it back, just like they're doing with Mega Man and everything else. The thing is, the last new entry to the Ace Attorney series that we got was about 5 to 6 years ago, and before that was almost 10. All we're getting are exactly. All we're getting is collections right now.
Yeah.
I was like, so that's what I want. I was like, Capcom doesn't necessarily need to do anything. I was like, what they do is they need to be more consistent. I was like, they got the IPs. They just need to do something and not let them sit on ice for so long, because that's what kills any hype that builds up for bringing those games back. I was like, I'm glad they're getting experimental. I'm glad they're stepping out and trying to do something new. I'm one of the people that have been hyped for Pragmata since it was announced back in 22.
Reminds you of Lost Planet, right?
It does. I was like, but in space.
Yeah.
I was like, and that's what got me hyped on it. I was waiting every year until they said, we don't know when it's coming back. And I'm just like, are we ever going to see that game at this point? And then when they revealed it finally coming back earlier this year, I was hyped. I was like, I want Pragmata. I was like, it looks cool.
Yeah, they got the demo out. Try that.
And I'm about to be all over that. But that's what I'm saying is that they need more experimentals alongside the consistency of these staple franchises that they got.
Well, here's the franchise that I want to see, right? And bro,
Power Stone
opportunity. No, hold on. Let me talk my shit, right? Yo, listen, I have an opportunity to do a manga, to do an anime, and the game. Rival Schools.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
The jump off. Especially they just put the second one in the Capcom collection. That second one, right? Plays online. The first one I think was in the first game, or is it both? I forget, right? But both of them are playable now, right? And the second one is playable online for sure. I don't know about the first. I don't really remember. But Rival Schools needs to come back. They could do an anime, they could do a manga plus a game. You know what I'm saying? all three ways make that money. It's a franchise that's beloved. The characters are interesting, right? And it had a plot, a storyline, characters, and that they went through just in the first game, right? They could do multiple seasons of anime just based on the first game, and then 2 or 3 on the second game.
Mm-hmm.
Easy.
I mean,
that's just the anime. The game itself, it's 2026 about to be. They can make a dope game.
Facts.
That's what I want
to the members in the chat, man. Y'all lit tonight. Appreciate y'all. Y'all make a lot of things work at this channel.
To be fair,
y'all.
alongside that same, let's say alongside that same thought process, look at Darkstalkers. Darkstalkers has so many characters that are well known, especially because of Marvel versus Capcom and everything else that they've been doing for years. That they get more attention in games that's not their own game.
Yeah,
I was like, so they need to really capitalize on that. I was like, Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis is
I should have won the award too.
War fans. Honestly, I'm surprised that out of all those adaptations that it didn't win, because it was the only one that was actually good.
Yes.
I was like, also classic Capcom game that was old school, Beautiful Joe. I don't know if anyone remembers Beautiful Joe.
Somebody
put that in the chat.
Yeah, somebody put it in the chat.
I think that was
Lord Metroid. Yeah,
Lord Metroid. Yes.
Yeah, Beautiful Joe. I was like probably one of the coolest like side scroller action platformers for what it was.
Yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna say this, man. I'm happy to see Mega Man come back.
Hell yeah.
I'm a Mega Man fan.
Yes.
But Capcom, they're doing well. So it ain't like they don't need to do anything. But if you're gonna do things like rival schools, like Six said, and those people are old.
Hey, Ghosts and Goblins.
Those games.
Yeah, Ghosts and Goblins.
Those people are old. They did a remake of Ghosts and Goblins.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but what I'm saying is do more with it.
Yeah. Because he be guesting in Marvel games, and people probably like, why they got a little guy in an armor suit?
Yeah. So Arthur,
he gets hit and then you see him in his boxers. That's weird. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But Capcom right now is in a position to where they have a chance to do what Sega is doing. They have their staple franchises that have been built up and actually making money because they've been so good and become massive. They literally can go back and be like, hey, you know what? Let's do a reboot. Let's bring it back. Sega has Shinobi. We already know that they got Crazy Taxi. We know that they're bringing back Golden Axe. We know that they're doing Jet Set Radio. That's what I'm saying. I was like, Capcom has that same opportunity to do that because they have those kind of IPs.
Doing it.
Yeah, and Capcom needs to do it the way Sega's doing it. Put the IPs in the hands of smaller developers. Who have that passion still. They're new guys. They're fresh.
Or willing to make their mark with it. Yeah,
right.
I was like, you can do. I was like, look at what happened with Prince of Persia, right? When they did Prince of Persia Rogue, I was like, that was so different than what we know with Prince of Persia. Same with the team that did the one before that. Even though it wasn't one of my favorites, it was still something that was vastly different. It went old school, but it switched up the formula of it.
Mm-hmm. True indeed. So we're going to move on, man, because we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty. Remember, I will have call-ins on topics this evening. You have to have your name attached to the call. So if it's Metroid, you got to have Lord Metroid. If it's PS Blows 317, then you got to have PS Blows. Yo, this guy is crazy. But I will have call-ins, man. I'm going to have Mr. Our secretary, Bloody.
I was waiting to see who it was going to be.
He always makes me the secretary.
What these guys?
Because he treats me like a bitch.
You said it, not a.
I already know what he was going for. I know what he was implying.
Yeah, my bad, Bloody, man. You did deserve that, though. My bad.
Hey, look, no one else is going to take it in stride like I do. I'm going to say that.
Whoa. You not taking nothing.
Taking it in stride like I can. Wow.
Pause. Rewind. No Diddy. Calm down. All y'all got way too excited on that one.
Whoa, okay. Wow. Take that.
He been watching
I ain't
that.
taking nothing.
He been watching that 50 documentary about Diddy.
You know what's crazy? I just finished
On
watching that.
ABC.
That thing crazy on Netflix. The one on Netflix.
The
Yeah.
Netflix.
No.
50.
It's on ABC because that's the only one that gets shown in prison.
Oh shit!
That is true. He did
He's
do
not
make sure
lying.
he did his
That's a good
interviews
one.
on
Hey
ABC.
man, you need to
so
do
they
that
could
rim
see him in
shot. He
prison.
got that one off. Look, William is dying.
Mm-hmm. He did do that. He petty as hell, man.
No.
Eddie Murphy.
No.
Number one.
Yo, I was like, that is next level petty.
That's right,
there.
Spartan. See, my boy Spartan comes in here with the right energy right away. He comes in here, he ain't been in here 30 seconds. Smash that like button, man.
I'm
Help
gonna drop
us-
it like a
help us
macho
with
man, babe.
that algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Algorithm.
YouTube
Yeah. That's the new cocoa butter. Aloe rhythm.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yo, where did that just go? I'm about to start drinking.
Start. It sound like you been. That aloe rhythm. That aloe rhythm.
Yo, Cozy, watch your mouth, boo. All right? Don't get violated in here.
Don't worry.
Yo, what up,
I know
Umbro,
what
man?
you
What's good? Yo, listen, let's keep the show rolling because I want to get these call-ins for real, man. I want to see these people's opinion about this Game Awards show that I wasn't able to attend. Some of us gotta work.
Hey yo, shout out to a family that was out there. I was like, especially to one of the people that was up there represent for their studio. Shout out to Toby. I was like the PR manager
I need a
for
cigar.
Warhorse.
Oh, I bought a humidor.
He getting fancy.
Metroid, I got a humidor, electronic humidor.
Stick his pinky out.
Yeah, I got yeah. Laser. Yo, listen, man. Let's move on, man. Now, I put a post on Twitter, man. I know you Xboxers want to support Microsoft. You PlayStation people, ponies, y'all want to support PlayStation. Y'all want to talk tech. Y'all want to hear Mark Cerny. You want to hear Matt Booty say the things that's going to get you hyped to buy the next systems. I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to need y'all to reel it in. Tamper your expectations. Stop letting them do what they usually do to you. This is the next greatest thing.
Overhyping, under-delivering.
All of this shit, and we still got 30 frame games. Now, I don't have a problem with 30 frames, but you see what happened this gen. You got people just championing and kissing ass for stuff they don't even understand.
It's 4K. It's 4K.
I'm going to tell you this.
So
I'm going to tell you this for the record. They want to sell you something. They're going to tell you what you want to hear. But I'm going to tell you something that they keep saying that's kind of dumb. We've partnered with AMD. So is Sony. You're not saying something that we don't know.
Their chipsets are both from AMD. Thank you for your time and attention.
The third
There's
generation
games
in a
that
row.
run better on the X than PS5. There
But
is.
the secret sauce.
But there's nothing special
It's the
going on
tools.
under the hood that is separating the Xbox and the PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
The games physically look the same.
No, if you zoom in by 400% on that grass, you can see that these three blades are out of whack.
I'm sorry.
And then if you look at the reflection of Spider-Man,
Listen.
he does not show up in the puddle of water.
Hey, if you go all the way outside of the boundary limits, you could see that this one guy is flat.
Listen, I'm just saying, people, I've been looking at Twitter, and every time one of them say something, y'all run out here and embarrass yourself by kissing ass. Let the next hardware come out and let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Let's not just give them flowers for talking shit. Mark Cerny, the power of the SSD will never die. That is the worst statement I've ever heard in my life. And y'all all fell for it. Y'all was having SSD power arguments. SSDs don't have power, they have speed. There's nothing that says power in an SSD. And now today, y'all notice, Lemon was right from the beginning because I've been saying it since the time I said, yo, why is this dude doing that to these people?
Because of the fact that, like we said before, everyone's gullible, but especially some of these. No, especially some of these content creators out here who just run with something because they don't know nothing and they want to act like they know something. I was like,
let me ask y'all a question. I got a device dropping, should be shipping in January. Has the 395 AI plus Max Strix Halo chip. That completely obliterates the Xbox Series X and the PS5. They knew they had that chip and it was able to be made. Why didn't they put that in the console?
It costs too much money.
Right. It obliterates what we plan on. Obliterates.
It all comes down to cost.
Yeah. But you let them tell you and let them sell you some bullshit. Now, I ain't mad with either one of my systems. Not mad at all.
I am mad with PlayStation.
But I'm going to say this. Stop going on Twitter champion for shit. Y'all don't even know what they talking about.
And you know the worst thing about that, though?
Just stop.
Like the people like us, right? And I'm not trying to act like I'm more knowledgeable than anybody else on the planet, but like, hey, man, y'all can co-sign my knowledge and those who know me, bro. Like, and people like myself who try to tell you, from the PC side, the tech enthusiasts, the Marcus Brownlees, you got your tech Jesus over there with Gamers Nexus. You got level 1 techs, even Linus Tech Tips, who tell you what's up, and y'all still fall for the okie doke every damn time.
But my homeboy said he got a PS5 Pro, and the circles around the 4090. That's what I heard.
I remember that. Like the fact that dude could be on the next podcast the next week, right? With no shame. Right? And that's just the tech side, bro. We can get a deeper rabbit hole wise about Walmart is taking away this or that, right? All this
fake
other
news,
stuff, right? Fake news.
More fake news.
But here's the worst thing about it is debunked over the weekend. Then by Wednesday or Thursday,
you said D-batch wrong. Wait.
No, I'm not talking about
shit.
Oh, you meant to say debunk. I'm sorry. You meant to say debunk. Okay.
No, you said debunk, but that went over your head, Sick.
No. I know. But hold on. You messing up my flow, please. Listen, but by like Wednesday or Thursday, it's been debunked the weekend before, right? On like Saturday or Sunday. Then Wednesday, right? You're seeing Young Dreamcast guy. All these dudes who are flat wrong constantly. And they'll get the clicks and the views, though. Not the people telling the truth. Not the people you should listen to who got a track record of doing this shit. You listen to people who are flat wrong every goddamn time, who beg for money to get their teeth fixed.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Am I lying? Am I lying? No,
you ain't lying.
No, you ain't lying.
Am I exaggerating? Hold on.
There's only two.
Bloody. Truth is stranger than fiction. I'm just saying it how the F it is. That's how it went down. Right? So
Game Pass Soul Brother agrees with that.
Methods is a little drug.
Right? And he can't even cook a steak, right?
Hang on.
The worst
if you make as much money as these dudes from getting the amount of clicks and likes they do, and they have to beg to get money to get their teeth fixed, I was like, that's a whole other problem. I was like, even still,
Scrub
some
would
of
know.
these dudes be making money. I was
That's
like,
what I'm saying. And they don't even need, there's no way he even needed the money for that. That's the thing about it. He put the okie doke on you to get more money. You stupid morons.
It's
like,
called a flip.
Yeah.
He sold his girlfriend a PS5
and he said
retail price.
He said it with no regard, like it was nothing. Like it was, okay, what's wrong with that? And y'all people watch these fools. Y'all give them clicks and views. You'll entertain them. They're okay. Look at all this. Listen, it's not even against.
We gotta stay with the topic.
Okay, I'm just gonna say one more thing. I'm talking about the tech talk, right? I'm gonna give you one example, right? Actually, the last thing I want to say, right? When this generation first began, we talked about this, Lemon, right? And Bloody knows, liquid metal. Now we're hearing all this stuff, like we didn't know. Like I didn't say, like Bloody didn't say, like Lemon didn't say, like Scrub, anybody you know on the tech side or you don't know, the big names you see online didn't talk about this stuff constantly. And you're falling for this. You deserve what you get. You deserve what you get. I don't feel sorry for you.
I just want people to temper their expectations and let these companies give you a product that you deserve. Not a product you going out here champion all day for, because I'm kind of like tired of y'all. I got quick resume. No shit.
I was like, here's the thing. When it comes to that, when it comes to that, right? I was like, it's a great feature, right? A lot of the features that the Xbox implement is great. I don't gotta see it every day, I know, but what I was trying to say is that when you look at it, power-wise and what it could be capable of is great. Is it utilized to that extent? No. However, the main difference that people got to understand is architecturally and the way that it was engineered. Both of these devices took two very different approaches, and one goes to show more innovation and push than the other one did. I was like, we can talk about the Xbox Series X all day, but the fact of what they did using a dual motherboard setup, the way that they used the vapor cooling in it was unique. What did the PlayStation 5 do? They just put a big ass fan in the middle that didn't even get good proper circulation and said, oh, hey, you know what? This is going to get hot. We're just going to make a giant brass heat sink that goes down the whole console. And it didn't even work well.
It didn't even work.
This is my point. This is my point. What the fuck that got to do with us playing games?
What I'm saying is that all I was saying is I know that. What I'm saying is that they took the whole point. I know. And what I'm saying is that you see where there's two differences in the way that they view these machines. The everything that people championed and pranced about, we know that. No. I was like, everything that they sold you was just text on a box. Some of them can push that, yes, but it wasn't made to be the staple of. This whole console, we said it from the beginning, is going to be a bridge because of the fact that they're still carrying last generation. Half these games that are coming out still work on last gen tech. That is not pushing next gen capabilities. That is the problem. These consoles are great. They are capable of big things, but they're not utilized because of the fact that they're focusing on everything before. So we're not seeing what it should be capable of. Like you said, 30 frames is still a thing. I was like, it should not be the absolute commonality that it is. That is what my stance is.
And frankly, it's not time for a new generation. It's not. They ain't maxed out these systems yet. We don't need new ones yet.
They ain't even come close.
I was like, I was like, the fact is, I said that 60 frames should be the focus and should be a base. I was like, I'm not gonna say 4K 60. No, I was like, can some games, depending on the resolution and shit like that, absolutely. But 1080 60 should be more common than what we're getting. I was like, it should not be still 1080 30 on every major title.
But there's a reason for that.
Because they're focusing last generation. That's what I'm saying, is that
everybody wants 4K and ray tracing. That's why.
I was like, ray tracing is pretty, yes. Stupid, absolutely. It's such a resource hog. It is not worth it. I was like, 4K 30, I can be okay with. I was like, I know you love your 4K resolution, Lemon. I know how much of a resolution whore you are. I was like, I like how smooth 60 frames is. I'm happy with 1440 60. That's where it should be. Either 4K 30 or 1440 60. That should be with the two main.
But maybe these systems aren't really 4K systems. They're really 1440p.
It says it on the box. It says it on the box.
Oh no, it says 8K.
8K on the box. 8K. Listen,
on the system that can even output 8K on it doesn't even have
device. It doesn't even have the proper,
HDMI
everything else.
No.
But that's why I said it's like 1440 should be more common than it is. That's what I'm saying is that 1440, I was like, is more achievable. I was like, it's 60 frames is more achievable at 1440. I was like, why are we not have 1080 60 consistently across games? That's what I'm saying is that these two consoles can absolutely do 1440 60. Why are they not doing that?
4K makes you a better player. 4K makes you a better player.
It makes you a better shooter in Battlefield.
Oh yeah, I was like that.
It hurts when you really getting 80.
If you ain't playing native resolution and play upscale, you trash, my boy.
It makes that vision sharper, especially when you're sniping. I want to see your eyelids when I go to shoot you.
Screw that sniping. I want an SMG right in your face.
He's like, I want you to see it. I want to see the
I got my player where it zooms it for me. And then
man. Let me get to this super chat from my boy P Travel Lump. Shout out to P Lizzy. Boy, he got a dose of reality showing up to the event and had a blast. Shout out to my man P Lump. Drop his theme song. $5 super
real
chat.
world.
Hey. I just want y'all to stop the madness and play my theme song. Shout out to my brother P Lizzy. Appreciate that. Yeah, listen, man. I just everybody touched on this. We're gonna move on because we gotta get to the nitty-gritty soon enough. I just wanted to bring that up because I'm getting tired of all this ass kissing on Twitter. It's ridiculous. Now, got a good thing popping, man. Gears E-Day next year.
2026.
Wow, that was fast. They showed it. It's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
Stack year.
I'll be gone to November.
But I have a question. We know they're getting South of Midnight, right? They're getting South of Midnight in the spring. Great game. My game of the year was South of the Midnight. Panel. Huh?
No, I said no. It was a great game. I was gonna say my game of the year wasn't that. Not that it
have
was
to be.
Yeah, I know.
It's my game of the year.
I know.
My game of the year. But let me say this. I'm gonna go to you first, Bloody. Will they get Gears of War E-Day Day 1? And how do you feel about that dropping next year, 2026? Next 2026 is looking amazing. Fable, Gears.
I was like, listen. I would say, yeah, we have the 3 pillars of Xbox coming out next year.
Forza. Ooh. That's 4 of the pillars.
Oh, hey, that's every major one of their staple franchises.
Mm-hmm. Next year, stackity stack. Maybe Clockwork.
Woo! Dude, if Clockwork Revolution comes out next year, bruh.
So talk to me, Bloody. How you feeling? Do you think they're going to get Emergence Day 1 or they going to have to play the waiting game?
They're going to play the waiting game. Here's the thing. The only game that they got out of that franchise that was day and date was Reloaded, which was a remaster of the very first one. Because remember, we had Gears Ultimate Edition for the better part of almost a decade when they remastered it. Now they're like, hey, we're gonna they're like, hey, we rebuilt the game pretty much from the ground up and are remastering it for y'all again. I was like, and now we're bringing in everyone. The thing is, we've already had it remastered and we were happy with Ultimate Edition. Now they did us Reloaded and we got way more. And we're just like, hey, cool. But the fact is, they don't have 2. They don't have 3. They don't have 4. They don't have 5. And they certainly don't got Judgment. What makes them think they're going to get Emergence?
And I'd like to add, too, the reaction that they had on that platform. They didn't play that.
They wasn't ready for it.
And we saw from the beta, whatever you want to call that, it's really just a demo, right? They don't even know how to play that. We've seen the videos. I'm not trying to make no console warring thing. It's just not the vibe. Is my point.
It's not. I was like, they're not used to they're not used to cover shooters, right? And especially on the level that
The Last of Us. Excuse me. The Last of Us. Excuse me.
I know how to. I have to. Yeah, right. Here's the thing. Again, I was like, bro, I was like,
not where this topic is supposed to be.
But he was right too.
I'm gonna let y'all rock out.
He was right too.
Not where I envision this topic moving forward.
Resistance.
He was right when he said that, though. I felt him on that, and I felt his pain.
I was like, yeah. I was like, the Last of Us can't even comprehend or even compare to that. The thing is, the only multiplayer game that they play on that console is Madden, 2K,
Fortnite,
and Call of Duty. Fortnite. I was like,
Minecraft,
Battlefield.
Battlefield.
Here's the thing: we know that they are not built for those kind of games because we've seen it.
Ironically,
every time.
Sea of Thieves.
Somehow, I was like, Sea of Thieves was successful over there. I was like, but I mean, it's the closest thing to everything else that they have. So
Can we reel it in a little bit?
We're not lying though.
The
it's like
thing
when I
is
said about the teeth. I didn't exaggerate. It was a fact.
But it comes down to
they messed up.
Wow. You're right, Cozy. I'm with you. Okay, so can you touch on this? Because these two.
I'm trying to handle it. I'm trying to be legit. This man losing it.
No, I helped him.
You was throwing jabs, right?
I helped him go off the rails.
You were throwing jabs.
The only jab I said is that they ain't got the rest of the games, and the one that they did, they barely played. That's not a jab. That is factual.
So why would they expect E-Day?
Exactly. That's what I was getting at. Y'all went left with it. I was being factual with it.
I didn't even say nothing.
It was me.
That wasn't you.
Credit. I'll take the credit. It was me.
Listen, when I said y'all, I was talking about them, not you.
Looking like LeBron. Not one, not two,
exactly.
Not 3. Yeah,
because again, it is factual. Am I wrong or am I right? I'm right. That's what I thought. Anyways, we know that they did not put the time into Reloaded. I was like, outside of the first week or so, and that's only because of streamers and content creators playing it that were on PlayStation. Like, hey, look, it's on PlayStation. Woo! I have friends over there, but after that first week, they wasn't on it. Yeah. I was like, some of them may have
played. I know why they wasn't on it. They jumped into that multiplayer and got multi-played.
That's because half of them were playing it on Xbox 360 and then they switched to PlayStation. So
you know what? They went to go do it instead, man. They went to go play Helldivers and then grief the Xbox guys who's supposed to be on their teams.
I don't know, Talos. I didn't see the Outer Worlds mentioned at the Game Awards.
But
I didn't see that either.
The thing it all comes down to is that they're not going to get it. I was like, and if they do, it's going to be a couple months later, like it should be. But the fact is, even when they get it, most of them ain't gonna play it. So I was like, if they do, it'll be a very small select group that are just like, hey, I'm actually cool with this game. But all of them ain't with it.
Yeah, they're not.
So are they gonna play South of Midnight?
No. I was like, and that's not a dig at the game.
Over the shoulder.
It has nothing to do with the game.
Action adventure game.
Let's be honest.
Do with the game. The game is awesome.
The game is
third
great.
person.
Let's
over
be
the
fair,
shoulder.
Right.
He's right. He's right, Scrub. But here's the real truth, right? Here's the real truth. Not even a lot of Xbox players played that game. I didn't play that game. That's the honest truth. I'm just keeping it a point. Like I didn't play that game.
Get rid of him. Hold on.
I didn't. I haven't even played Battlefield yet. This is what it is. I got life to live. I got life to live. I got arthritis on my knee. I'm getting old. I'm getting gray.
Hey, hold up. Hang on. I'm gonna pull a PlayStation and I'm gonna have to check his credentials right now. I'm gonna pull up his information.
I said I didn't play it. I didn't play it. But what I'm saying is, You talk
Look,
all
if
of
you
that,
have
dude.
at least like even if 5 minutes or 30 minutes in and trying it, I was like, I'll give it to you.
I
If
said
you
I
load
didn't
it up,
lie. I
oh,
don't
yeah,
lie. I don't have
shut
to
up.
lie though, right? This is what I'm saying.
Let's clean up an aisle 6.
But a lot of Xbox guys didn't play it, but wanna
the fuck.
But a lot of people want to cap for shit that they didn't play, right?
Yeah.
And that's the honest truth. And that's why I can say with no shame, I didn't play it, right? I got Battlefield 6 for my birthday. I haven't played that either. I haven't had time.
The Metroid, look at that background. I put that on for you.
Zelda.
To be fair, I'm right. I understand where you're coming from on that sick. I was like, between when I was working out of state and being back and everything that's happened between, my game time has not been what I usually want it to be. So I get it.
I'm living real life right now, bro. You know, I'm worried about other things right now.
It's on the screen right now, on the YouTube screen right now. It's Hazel.
Yeah, it is what it is. So, but like when it comes to
the game is awesome.
It is a great game. It is a very great game.
Yeah, Link to the Past.
I hope they play it. I hope they play it on the Switch.
Yeah,
that's definitely something that's awesome, man.
Mm-hmm. I will gladly say that we see more support on this Nintendo side of things than we do on the PlayStation side. I was like, a lot of the games that is,
but they play the hell out of Forza.
Mm-hmm.
But what
they did play Forza
because they actually got a good racing game for once.
Oh shit! You know what?
Even I didn't say that. Even I. Wow.
Oh,
wow.
That boy.
And I'm the one talking shit, right? Okay.
That boy,
okay.
bloody chose violence this Saturday. Okay.
I'm just living up to my name.
Is the original. JJ is the original. Excuse me.
Just because it's the original doesn't mean it's the best.
That might have been Need for Speed or whatever.
Excuse me, Need for Speed is not a simulation game. It's an arcade racer.
Actually, Project Gotham was the real simulation.
Oh.
Actually.
But it's not a PlayStation exclusive. We're dealing with PlayStation exclusives, sir.
You like Drive Club?
Wow.
Anyway, listen.
We speaking facts. We can't. Y'all can't be mad.
I'll speak on Gears of War. All right, we're back to Gears of War.
Yeah.
Proceed.
So Gears of War. I just want to say, I just don't think that's for that player base. So I don't think, especially after they got the first one, I think, like I said earlier with when we talk about KOTOR on the first question, right? Usually when they bring a franchise that hasn't been out for a while, what they'll do is go back to the original or a past entry that was beloved and remake it, right? To gauge, interest and stuff, right? Now, of course, with KOTOR that didn't work out, but that's usually what they do, right? I think that's the main reason they took Gears 1 and put it on there, right? To gauge interest. And the response was resolving.
Hold on.
They don't want it. They don't care.
No. Let's back up. That was the highest game pre-ordered.
Sure.
Hold on. It was the highest game pre-ordered on PlayStation.
Sure.
It had more pre-orders than Ghost of Yote and Death Stranding 2.
Now, who's console warring?
No.
He's not console warring. He's not console warring.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. This is what but I said true things too, and I was console warring, right? But listen,
I didn't say the word console warring. I didn't say that the whole show till just now.
I'm just saying. Nothing you're saying is false, and nothing I said is false. I just don't think.
Hold on. So how did it fall flat on his face? And they bought it.
They didn't play it online. They're not interested. It's not a thing they really.
Oh no, they definitely. I knew that was going to happen.
Well, that's what you're saying.
The game though.
So hold on. So therefore, I do not think E-Day will be there day one.
They turned crossplay off. That's why you ain't seen.
They'll do that later
if they wasn't ready for the smoke.
They'll do it later if they decide to. Okay, they'll put Halo on that remake of Halo 1 and other stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Gears E-Day, I kind of doubt it. I'd be surprised if they did. Is it impossible? Hell no, but highly unlikely in my opinion.
Here's
Honestly,
the thing. I want to add on to this. The only thing that if they do put it on day is because of the fact that they're going to get those quick sales. I was like, the longevity of the game, we're not going to see that on PlayStation because they're not there. I was like, because both of what you and Lemon said both can be right at the same time.
Yeah,
I was like, and that's the case. Lemon, high pre-orders. I mean, a lot of people bought it, but Stig is also right. Is that not a lot of people stuck with it, and that's both true.
But Satya may want that moment.
I just said,
right.
But I said this though. The reason I said that to Sick is because he said, you know, it didn't do nothing, but it did.
No, I don't mean in terms of sales. Obviously, no, we know about the
price. I just went by what you said because I know it's
That's what he said.
And so
I knew they wasn't gonna go online. It's too. You better turn off crossplay. You want to survive.
Yeah, and it's funny too. The Xbox dudes weren't looking for that kind of smoke. Like they were.
Oh no, the Xbox dudes was hunting down PlayStation dudes.
Well, they were in competition, but I mean, they weren't like out there hunting. Well, I mean, there were a couple. I ain't gonna front, but from what I saw, from the outside looking in, right? Mm-hmm. Because Gears and Helldivers came out the same day. One is co-op, one is competitive, right? So when Helldivers, the PlayStation dudes started to grief the Xbox dudes in Helldivers, and it had already happened earlier with the PC dudes to an extent, although at first they realized, no, we need them because they're the one who's bumping up our numbers, so they stopped that pretty quick. But when the Xbox dudes joined on, I know for a fact because I waited until the Xbox release, and that's when I played it, right? And I had the PC version. They didn't announce it, and I knew even before they announced they were going to do that ODST armor, right? And so I waited that day, and the first time I played, and it's on YouTube. I forget who posted it. I forget who, but I was wearing the ODST armor, and we played together. But I heard from many people, if you were an Xbox player, or if you were rocking the ODST armor or anything like that, that was anything Xbox, PlayStation dudes were griefing you for a time until you earned your respect, right? And so that stopped. Meanwhile, in Gears, I heard from a lot of Xbox people early on. I heard two things, right? Some wanted to get back, right, on some console warning all their PlayStation. Yeah, there was definitely that. But there were a lot of other Xbox dudes who were like, oh, finally, more new, fresh blood to play a game I really love. And I can't wait, right? And there was a lot of that. But like in Christmas. The end, right, and in the end, the PlayStation dudes quickly dropped off. Not much unlike Marvel Rivals up until a point where Marvel Rivals eventually stabilized. It kept dropping, and the player base on PlayStation side really isn't there. Maybe for the single player, the co-op, but that cross-play, no. And that's why I don't think this next one, once again, like I was saying before, that they're really going to push for that. Will it happen? Who knows? And yeah, Satya, you're right. Like, that's that easy money. Well, they'll get the pre-orders, they'll get that easy money, and if that's all they really want is sales, then maybe, yeah. But I wouldn't bet my money on it. But it's not impossible. That's all.
I think they're gonna have to wait.
Yeah, that's what I think.
I'm gonna keep it simple. I think they're gonna have to wait. So let's keep it pushing before we get to this award stuff. Next year's a big year for Xbox. We got Nintendo Direct beginning of the goddamn year right away. What do y'all think is being planned for next year, man? Because they got the games coming. They got more games coming than PlayStation had in the last 10 years. This shit is crazy. I mean, this shit is really they bought up everything, and they are putting out games like crazy. This year they released a lot of games. Next year they releasing a lot of games. Like, it don't look like the momentum is stopping. But so what do you think they have planned for next year that can be a major movement in a direction? I'm gonna start with you, Sick.
On Xbox or on PlayStation?
Yeah.
Xbox, we already know there's a lot of things coming. We know about the big four, right? But
no, outside of gaming, outside of just the games, that's what I said. What do you think they have plans outside of just the games?
We know also next year is the big anniversary, right? We could get a movie announcement, a TV show announcement, something like that, a franchise that we haven't heard of all along that Shadow dropped. Something like that we haven't heard about at all. We haven't heard rumors, no leaks, no nothing will drop on us. And there's going to be a lot of what we already know. Lots of love for the anniversary. They're really going to show out for the anniversary. And I think around not E3 time, because it's not really E3 anymore, although I still refer to it as E3. A lot of old heads, we call it E3, and I still do, right? I think even before that, in the springtime, we're going to get some crazy announcements ahead of that we're not anticipating, right? To really set the tone, I think really January, they're going to set the tone early on to be like, yo, this year is a big year for us. We're Xbox, and if you thought we're lacking on our history or anything like that, we're here to show and prove with all of this stuff. Bam, 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 bam. And this is just the stuff you know about, and there's more to hear about later on. I think they're really going to go strong. The marketing in the past 6 to 8 months, if you saw at the Game Awards, they had that great ad with that old dude, the janitor guy.
Yeah.
Very interesting. And if you watch it as an Xbox fan, you see a lot of hints and clues to a lot of franchises and coming soons and all types of stuff. And also like the partner preview, I think they had a month ago, and maybe even the one a month before that, they had an ad in each one of those. I think that last one had 2, or maybe just one, and the one before that had another one. The advertising team, we know that got reset about a year and a half ago, maybe a year ago, and we're starting to see little trickles of new types of advertisement ideas you didn't see with the old guard, right? And next year is their time to shine marketing wise. And I feel, based on everything I've seen, that that's what's really going to happen next year. They're really going to push the anniversary, new announcements, maybe a TV show or a movie or something, and then they're really going to hit game after game after game. We already know there's next year is stacked in terms of Xbox, so I'm waiting to see that. I don't want to name anything specific because who knows? Or we already know about enough things, so I'm excited.
World premiere.
Yes, we're gonna hear that a lot.
Bloody man, talk to me. What do you think is planned for next year? Do we get a system announcement for 2027?
I can see it. We already know that they already stated that they've been knee deep in building the next console. We already know that Sarah Bond's been talking about the next console for a minute. I wouldn't be surprised if we see it in 2027. I think that's what everyone is projecting for the next quote unquote generation, even though I feel like the next generation is going to be the actual next and not this bridge generation we're in right now to start. Hopefully we'll see where the tech industry is at that point, because the biggest thing that's going to be affected with all these changes, especially for those who are unaware about Micron walking out on consumer electronics and memory.
Oh, we talked about it last week.
Yeah. That what I'm saying is that we're going to see where the industry is at that time after this next year, to really get an idea on where it's going to be for people's wallets, because it's going to completely change the cost of everything and how that's going to affect the consumers, us, and everything. So I can see a new console for 2027 being announced next year. I also see that, like Sig brought up, that we're going to see more spin-offs, more projects outside of just gaming. I was like, I definitely see we'll see more potential collabs with other big studios, other big projects, maybe more TV shows. We'll have to see. I was like, I know right now that in general that all of adaptations is in a big renaissance. I was like, movies is a possibility. I was like, honestly, I think a movie might be better than a TV show in some cases. It's just going to be a lot of things outside of just gaming. I was like, where that goes to is all up for debate. But I definitely see that there's going to be a lot more change in the media on how they approach a lot of things. And I think that's what we could expect to see. Potentially see more teases for a big year after that. I was like, if they do show off or tease a new console, let us know what's going to be coming alongside that. I was like, and actually stick to it. Not what happened with this console, where we had to wait a year to get like Halo Infinite and a lot of the other big titles that were supposed to launch. So hopefully they actually have a good backing if they are going to go about that route.
Okay. Scrub, talk to me, man. Anticipation for this 2026 before we get into these topics.
Before we get into topics, there we go. All right, okay. You're gonna see what Xbox always does. You're gonna see merch, and more merch. You're gonna see a lot of merch. Xbox bomber jacket. You're gonna see, you know what they like to do. Hey, go into and get your new controller. If they were smart, I would like to think that they're close enough to be ready for an Elite version 3, but it's not gonna happen. But
I would love a V3.
Anniversary controller, anniversary, not console, because they don't do that anymore. They do wraps. You're gonna have anniversary wrap. Like I said, anniversary controllers.
Clothing.
Yeah, I'm saying clothing. You're gonna have mouse pads, everything, Xbox anniversary, whatever.
Yep.
That's where they're going to go hard in, because that is the easiest way. And you're going to see a new Xbox chair that's being sold for $300.
Yeah, probably a chair. Yeah, probably.
Definitely a chair. You're going to see a new headset, all these different things. If we're saying outside of gaming, I really don't know what I would see outside of gaming unless they, do something funky with one of their apps for Samsung or something. Or, to me, what I would think would be good but you don't want to lose money, because they're not going to do it because they're going to lose money. It's 21st anniversary. I've said this from the very beginning. If Game Pass hits 50 million, they will take away gold and it'll be free.
I think that's going to happen anyway, one way or another. So it's probably next year. Yeah, I agree with that.
I definitely think so.
And if you got 50 million subscribers, I think you're making enough money to cover what you were charging for gold. But the way I see it and the way companies are now, I backtracked on that. But it's gonna be merch galore, and people are gonna be drooling. And every time they do an announcement, hey, guess what? Their Xbox Direct is in January. So that's a quick way of saying, hey, we have this, and guess what? Just like they did the Forza controller and Halo controller, Master Chief Elite a V2 controller, and you can pre-order right now, and then everybody crashes the system. This is what Xbox is going to do for the whole entire year. And
they got me on that.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to bring out the Duke again, but hey, it's anniversary. If you can pull out the Duke controller, even if it does not plug in, you got to make it where it works with your Series
wireless
X. But to have a Duke controller that you can buy that's brand new and have etched on it anniversary, is smart. Hey, Microsoft, I'm giving that to you for free.
They already did that. I was like, they did that with the 20th edition.
Right.
Yeah. I was like, and more than likely, I was like, it's going to be a partnership again, because they'll probably go with Hyperkin. I was like, because they always go with Hyperkin, like 85% of the time.
It's time for a new Elite controller.
Yes.
Everybody who are cheaper has a controller better than you.
Mm-hmm.
And when you first came out, you were pretty much apex level of this is the top-notch controller. Now everybody is making a top-notch controller.
That Wolverine in like others too.
The Wolverine, and what's the one that has the touchscreen? That's also the Asus
one, I think you mean?
You mean the OLED screen?
Yeah, the OLED screen that also is wireless too. I was like, but the fact is like
this Valor Pro controller is better than the Elite right now. We got Hall Effect sticks, and they still haven't done Hall Effect.
That right there.
How can you not do that yet? And you charge that much?
That part, I was like, they only have two licensed controllers that are Hall Effects, and they're third party. I was like, I have been saying Hall Effects is actually something that revolutionizes controllers.
Yeah,
I was like, I don't know why this is not used, and it's not expensive technology. It's not. That's the worst part.
I'm not to blame other brands, but when Nintendo announced the Switch 2 and it didn't have that was a knock, I felt, right? And another thing, you saw those leaks about 2 years ago, I think it was, with the Xbox controller. Because you remember Phil Spencer himself asked, right, about having an Xbox controller with a lot of the features that the DualSense has, like the haptics and all of that. And everybody was like, no. And they kept like worrying because, the PlayStation controller, like the gears were plastic, whatever the critiques were, right? But like,
this is better than my Elite.
Right. And all these features should be there. Those should be standard, right? The haptics, the gyro stuff, all that stuff is innovative. And there's many other ways with that, like gyro. Like I even bought this one on the Hori Pad, right? It doesn't have rumble, but it's a Steam controller and it's got that gyro stuff in it. It's a different way of aiming for these FPS games. That's really a cross between keyboard and mouse and a controller. And being able to play on your phone and everything else, like there's all these options. So that rumor that I saw about that controller or that leak or whatever that was, right? But that next Xbox controller where the bottom half was black. I
Mm-hmm.
hope that's real because that's where they need to go. That's what I want to see. I would buy that day one.
It's going to be Merch City for next year.
Dude,
Merch
the
City.
gyrometer and accelerometer that's been in phones for the better part of a decade as well.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's not new tech.
It's not new. I was like, they've revamped it. They've made it better. I was like, a lot of this stuff is stuff that's basic that should be. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, sometimes I question. This is why we are hardcore enthusiasts, but we also question these decisions because of the fact that as consumers, a lot of this stuff is stuff that should have been available to the layman for a better part of years because it's not anything it's revolutionizing, sure, but it's been around. I was like, why are we having a fight to get something that's really 5-year-old tech that should be utilized in a bigger way?
Yes.
I mean, hell, look at the fact that they're bringing back old tech and everything now. Hell, look at the revitalization of light guns on PC. Yes. I was like, because of the fact that they found a new way to make it work instead of the old way, which was like, hey, here's an infrared. Here's the game. When you click it, it's going to turn the screen white so that way it can read where it is. And that's how it worked. I was like, they made it so much clearer now. Why is that being, something new when that's been around in arcades for 10 years? The way that's been revamped.
Yeah.
Yep. Merch is the way to go. We know that they are great with that. So my prediction is going to be merch out of control. And also I want to give a personal shout out, Pink Pickles.
Yeah, she has pulled up in the chat. How you doing, Mrs. Pink Pickles? Good podcasting with you last night. You got a big shout out for my man Scrub in the beginning of the show.
Please like and subscribe her channel. Please do. Please do.
Pink is a saintess and deserves all the support, especially for what Scrub told us about. Thank you for what you did.
Oh, cool.
All right. Listen, man, we got to get to these topics. I mean, we got to get to these Game Awards stuff. So, ain't turn it off, but I just...
Oh,
dang!
My heart went.
Oh no! Nah. The mouse hit whatever. The mouse hit my my Rodecaster.
No. You did outro, but you didn't stop the show.
No, I didn't stop the show. I meant that I switched the page.
Yeah,
OBS.
He did accidentally pull up the outro.
So we're gonna pull up this window, man. Why is not doing it? Hold on. Oh, I know why it's not doing it. Yes, now it's doing it. All right, we're gonna go through these wonderful, and we're gonna do call-ins. So I'm gonna have Bloody drop the code in the chat.
You didn't say it right.
It's callme.road.com. So put that in the chat, Bloody. Secretary Bloody going to work. And we're gonna start off with these categories. And I want you to call it if you get in a category of an opinion on a category that you want to speak upon. You are to call in, and I will give you the call-in number, the call-in code.
And use your same YouTube name that you have on the screen. That's how we'll know who it is. So we make sure we don't have a scammer or some weird person we don't know about. So when you see the code that goes along with this callme.road.com, if your name is Infinite Umbra, don't say Umbra times 2. Say Infinite Umbra. So we'll make sure and we know that it's Infinite Umbra.
Lemony, text me the code.
No, I'm putting it in the chat now.
And then confirm in the chat that you did request that would help too.
All capital letters, people. But as you see it, hit that enter. Dig the code. That is the code that will put you into the show. Once you use that, callmeroad.com, and I will tell you when I'm allowing calls to come through. Now, or if you feel free just to call, technically. It doesn't, it's a browser source. It is not showing your number on the screen. It just shows your name. And you call my Rodecaster directly, and you will be able to have a conversation with and join the show. Appreciate y'all, man, for your participating.
Yeah, we
now
love
we're
to
gonna get
hear.
into these nominees, man. We're not gonna start off with Game of the Year, so we're gonna scroll to the bottom. I got 2 discrepancies that when we get to them, we'll talk about. But we're gonna start it.
But before we start, hang on. Can we just skip the whole esports shit? Because
no, we're not doing that. We're not doing no esports player voice.
That's what I'm saying. Is like, can we skip that shit right there?
Yeah, we're not doing that.
Hey, we don't even have to talk about Kojima because he didn't win anything.
All right,
that was amazing.
Let's start here.
Wow.
Let's start here. Most anticipated game: 007 First Light, Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Resident Evil Requiem, and The Witcher 4. The winner was obviously Grand Theft Auto 6.
Surprise.
I mean, let's be honest. Did anyone expect anything else?
Right. And the only thing I could say, and I got to repeat what I heard on Asante and Everborn this morning, right? Last year, we thought it was going to be earlier this year or whatever. So, okay, fine, right? But then they pushed it back. Now then, I don't think it should be nominated again, no matter what happens with that game. After twice in a row with a category like that, that's enough. But yeah, Grand Theft Auto 6, duh.
And then next year's going to get delayed into 2027.
In 2027.
I know, right? And if they do, bro, you'll keep it off the nominees. We already know. Oh,
I got 3 discrepancies. Here we go again. All right, so we got to keep pushing, y'all. So like I said, if somebody want to call in and talk about these categories as we're going through them, just hit that information.
Call in
on the
now.
screen. Now, best multiplayer. I got a problem with this. Arc Raiders, Battlefield 6, Elden Ring, Night Rain, Peak, and Split Fiction. Now, I have a discrepancy. The winner was Arc Raiders. Now, I have a discrepancy with this. Arc Raiders winning best multiplayer. I have a problem with that.
Oh,
I have a problem. First of all,
hang on.
No. Let me say.
No, I want to ask. I was like, are you gonna vouch for Battlefield or Battlefield 6? I was like, there's a little bit of bias in that, and I understand that's all this is.
It's not bias. I play both.
Okay, I'm just asking.
Arc Raiders,
but you like
boring.
one and don't like the other, so that's what he means.
Arc Raiders is boring because most people don't want to get into no altercation. They want to, we're peaceful. We're just extracting.
That's not what I've been hearing, and I haven't played either one.
Listen,
I haven't played.
Shut your ass up. I've been playing. I'm telling you, that's what they do.
I haven't played, but the people I'm hearing talking about it all the time, right? They talk a lot about Arc Raiders, and Battlefield. Now, if it was me to vote, I too would have voted Battlefield. But people are talking about Arc Raiders. That game is hot in these streets.
It's the new hotness. But right, Battlefield 6 is too.
Exactly. And that's why I agree with him. It should have been Battlefield.
It should have been Battlefield.
Is that
I'm
simple.
Sorry.
It's that simple. Like,
I like
don't get mad at me because
I'm not an Arc Raiders hater, but
don't get mad at me. I'm just saying.
Dudes don't want no
I'm gonna be different
man.
on this one.
That's not what I've seen either. But
so go bloody talk.
I was like, to be fair, I was like, as much as I enjoy Arc Raiders, I was like, I understand where you're coming from. I also have dabbled with Battlefield. It's just not my thing. Personally, I honestly think that Peak was more deserving, and that's coming from the fact that I'm a hang on. Let me explain. I was like,
no, I'm not disputing what you're saying. I don't know what that is.
I'm saying Peak is one that I felt was a little bit more. I was like, because of the entertainment value and everything, and that's coming from the fact that I'm a diehard FromSoft fan. I was like, I love Elden Ring. I was like, Night Rain is great. I was like, phenomenal. However, I know that not everyone's gonna play that. I was like, it's not like Elden Ring itself that got everyone to play it. I was like, Night Rain was still significantly different because it was more roguelite and a lot of other stuff. Peak is a multiplayer game where you play as a scout, Boy Scout, Girl Scout, however you want to call it. You're just a scout. And the little game is you are climbing up different maps and stuff like that because it's physics-based. It's entertainment-based because everything is momentum. I was like, and it was really popular all year with a lot of different people in the community because of the fact that there are times where you can have all sorts of shenanigans happening because of the fact that as you climb, you're having to work together to climb up these places. And especially with proximity chat, shit's hilarious. I was like, it is fun.
You know what I'm thinking? And you know what I'm thinking this whole time he's saying this? And me and Lemmy just had a dispute about an Ark and Battlefield. But why would I care about a game like that versus Ark and Battlefield? Either one of those are still more deserving than the game you just talked about. It doesn't sound like a bad game. I don't give. You know what? Let's just move on.
Hey, look, if we're gonna split the hair on this, I was like, Night Rain should have won. Everyone else should shut the fuck up.
I don't give multiple F words. I'll put it like that.
All right, listen. Let's keep going. Bloody is drinking or something.
I'm not. Oh my! I'm literally talking.
My ears.
You need to then.
Yeah.
Shit.
Here,
that shit don't even sound interesting.
Here, take this one.
It's one of those games that you gotta play.
Come on, man.
I didn't even know what it was.
Me neither.
And now I don't know. I don't want to know now.
I was like, no, watch. I'm gonna be playing the game. Levin's not gonna know what it is. And I'm gonna be playing with Akumu, and he's gonna be dying live. He's like, what's this? And one time he's gonna be like, nah.
Look, I've been telling you, he's gonna be playing it. It's awesome, man. He's gonna love it, man. I promise you. Whatever.
Hey, look, I could have been all over FromSoft, right? I was like, but the thing is, I can take out my bias.
What are we talking about again?
In a second ago, but whatever.
Talking about what we can do in the shadows.
We got other topics. I mean, other categories. Can we please go? Because people are paying attention.
Y'all the one holding on.
No, I want to go to best sports racing game.
It should have been
boring.
Should have been Battlefield.
We got best sports racing game. We got EA Sports, otherwise known as FIFA, F1 25, Mario Kart World Rematch, which was so disappointing to me, and Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, which I didn't pick up yet.
Sonic should have won.
Sonic should have won.
Mario Kart World, I knew that was gonna win.
Yeah,
I knew they had to win something.
I mean, I own it, but
I own it too, and it's like,
I didn't play Sonic Racing, so okay. So how is it?
It's better than Mario Kart. I played Mario Kart twice. Bruh, it's
10
just
times
another
better.
Mario Kart. It's just another Mario.
It is?
Yeah, Sonic Racing is way better. Everybody, listen, the reason why Mario Kart won, it's a pack-in game, right? And the people who voted are gonna have Switches. So of course they've played that, but haven't played Sonic. Sonic, from even the Nintendo heads, were like, yo, that's the better game. That was the discussion out in the streets, bro. Out in these gaming streets. So
what you feel about that, Scrub?
Well, my thing was, like we talked about the week before, we knew Mario was going to win either both or one of them.
Yeah.
So I was a little surprised that it didn't win both.
Yeah. Me too.
So one's a family category, and the other one is like, racing category. So it is what it is. Congratulations to them.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to the best sim and strategy game. We have the Alters, which I do not like. Final Fantasy Tactics, Jurassic World Evolution, which I love that series, Sid Meier's Civilization 7, Tempest Rising, and 2 Point Museum, which I don't know what that is.
You don't know the 2 Point series?
I have no clue.
Oh, nope, me neither.
He act like it's wildly popular to everybody.
Oh yeah, you live versus Final Fantasy though?
I was like, of course it wasn't going to win against Final Fantasy. I know that.
Let's move on then.
Hold on. One at a time.
Personally, I was all for the Alters. One, that game is amazing. I love the characters. I love the relationship building. I love the base building, and the resource management and survival aspects is great. The story is phenomenal. Scrubs, I was like, if anything doesn't go pew pew for more than 2 seconds, you don't want nothing to do with it.
I heard base building and all that.
I was like, Scrubs does not have the. I was like, he may be a nurse, but he does not have the mental capacity to be base building and resource management.
Oh shit!
I don't have the mental capacity.
That's what I said. I said what I said. He needs adrenaline. He needs his endorphins and adrenaline. I was like, if it ain't shooty, he don't want that booty.
That time that you took that.
Okay,
but whatever.
That is just
that is just disrespectful.
I'm still trying to wake up. Because it takes mental capacity to put blocks on top of each other.
All right, man. All right, we got to keep pushing. This is another category. I had a problem with the winner. Best family game: Donkey Kong Bonanza, Lego Party, Lego Voyages, Mario Kart World, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds, and Split Fiction. Now, let me get this out. There is no way that Donkey Kong Bonanza wins this category.
Yeah.
I was surprised.
Not even versus Mario Kart.
Fiction alone.
Split Fiction as well. Yeah.
Is a family game. You don't play nothing with anybody in your family with Donkey Kong.
Right. It's a single player
Every
game.
game there is some type of multiplayer.
I think family game. I think they say family game because of the fact that it's family friendly. I think that's
that's what they should call it. That's what they should call
even if it's family friendly, who who cares?
Yeah.
I get it, but I'm saying that's their justification.
It beat Split Fiction.
I know.
The greatest games this year.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, and that's
Donkey Kong is not even in that category.
Mario Kart should have won ahead of Donkey Kong. And
I agree.
I would say something like that, Sonic Ray. I would go with anyone.
Yeah.
Besides Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
My two choices for this, honestly, was Split Fiction because Haze Light, and we know all about Jose Ferris and everything great that he does. I was actually thinking that was going to be Voyagers. Honestly, Lego Voyagers was amazing, and I'm surprised that it didn't win.
Donkey Kong should have been at the bottom of the list.
I agree.
Yeah.
It shouldn't have been on this list.
More worthy than Donkey Kong. Yeah.
But, you know, it is what it is.
But it's a Nintendo game, so they automatically get a free pass onto any list.
But the other Nintendo game lost, so I don't know what you're saying.
They lost to themselves. That's
what the worthy Nintendo game still lost, so I don't know.
I know. I was like, but the fact is, it's Nintendo, so whenever there's a family category, they immediately get put on there, no matter what.
Yo, listen, Pink. I agree with you. I like Donkey Kong too.
Yo, triple.
But it shouldn't have won that.
Yeah.
Not family game. Look at the title. Best family game. That shit you play with your family.
It's a single player game. They picked a single player game.
Player game.
I can't believe it was even nominated. It's not even valid.
All right, let's go to best fighting game. TXKO, Capcom Fighting Collection 2, Fatal Fury City of Wolves, Mortal Kombat
Legacy Collection, and Virtual Fighter 5 Revo World Stage.
I don't even know why that's in there. That shit don't even work.
What game?
Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat, yeah. The crossplay doesn't work. Crossplay doesn't work.
But anyway, Fatal Fury City of the Wolves, I love the game.
Yes.
It's amazing.
I honestly think that this was
your favorite guy.
Right, Joe Higashi's in there, baby.
Yep, that's your bro.
I was very excited, to play this game, and
Peace, baby.
Shout out to Becky with the good hair. What's up, Beck? So anybody have any problem with this? And P-Lum said he's calling in, but ain't nobody. He ain't calling.
I don't have a problem with it because I'm tired of having collections as best fighting game.
Yeah. I agree. And I voted for Virtual Fighter, but I was surprised that Fatal Fury had gotten. I didn't expect that, but I'm very happy.
I didn't expect that either.
I honestly was hoping for it because it was actually the perfect time for SNK to make a good fighting game and come back.
And they did. That's why they really did. Yeah, but I'm a Virtual Fighter head, so I voted for that.
Final Fantasy.
Fatal Fury.
Fatal Fury 15. Is it 15? Yeah. That's awesome too.
Hey, yo, hit that like button. We at 27 with 23 likes.
Or you talking about King of Fighters?
King of Fighters, I think you might have mean 15.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was like, when he said 15, I was like, you mean King of Fighters? Yeah,
King of Fighters.
I was like, that's why I said when they made Fatal Fury, I was like, they're bringing that one back too. I was like, great. I was like, it's wonderful.
Okay, so now, the Outer Worlds is in this category. I didn't even notice that.
Oh, it was nominated for something. Okay.
Best RPG, Avowed, Clay Obscure, Expedition 33, which has taken the show, and you can get it in game. Pass. Let's get it popping. Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, The Outer Worlds 2, and Monster Hunter Wilds. Bloody, did you have a problem with this Expedition 33 stealing the show?
No, not at all. I was like,
anybody debate that?
Absolutely well deserved. Here's the thing, honestly, this category, I was absolutely happy with anyone winning because each one of these were so well deserving. Y'all know I'm a Monster Hunter fan. I have so many hours in Wilds already. I was like, Outer Worlds 2 was a step up from the first one, and I loved it.
Avowed was good.
I was like, but to me,
I was like categories like this where everybody was worthy and anybody could have won and you couldn't be mad at it.
Exactly. Yes. I was like, Claire Obscure winning. I'm more than happy for it because that game literally broke me. I was like, in so many ways. I was like, but every one of these games was absolutely deserved. It doesn't matter who would have won.
Yeah.
Okay. You got anything to add to that, Scrub Nurse?
No, I agree with everything they were saying. Any one of them could have won, and since Claire Obscure had all the backing behind it, everybody pretty much thought that was going to win. So I'm good with that.
You good with that, Sek? You good, right?
I agree with that. Yep.
Okay. Best action adventure game: Death Stranding 2, On the Beach, Ghost of Yote, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, Hollow Knight, Silk Song, and Split Fiction. And Hollow Knight takes the cake in this one. Now, best action adventure game.
Oh,
I'm not taking Hollow Knight.
No.
I wouldn't have picked it. I didn't play it as well, but so many folks were like jizzing in their pants. When are they going to announce Hollow Knight? When's Hollow Knight coming? So when Hollow Knight came out, all of a sudden it was like,
yeah,
game ever. So I had a good feeling that was going to win because of all the hype behind it. I'm glad it won over Death Stranding 2 on the beach.
That was funny. That was
because
funny.
I had a feeling that Kojima was going to win. So I was like, why they keep putting him in all these categories? Nobody, nobody was saying Ghost of Yote. I mean, Death Stranding 2 is the best game of the year. Nobody's was saying that. And I'm like, they got nominated for like 5 categories. It's like, come on, y'all.
That's his boy.
Of course.
I know that. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so we're going to move on, man. Anybody else want to touch on this?
No, that's what it is, bro.
All right, best action game. I had a problem with this.
Me too.
I had a problem.
I'm not surprised. I didn't like it. I'm not surprised.
Let me announce the people. Let me announce the nominees.
My bad.
Doom: The Dark Ages, Hades 2, Ninja Gaiden 4, and Shinobi: Art of Vengeance. Now, we got a fucking problem. Yo, Hades is my game.
Yeah, but no.
Beating Battlefield 6 or beating Ninja Gaiden is crazy.
Or even Shinobi.
And Doom.
And Doom.
And Doom.
Okay, and that's the thing.
Matter of fact, I got every goddamn game on this list.
Above.
That's the thing, too, right? Of all the games that deserve to win, the one that did not deserve to win on the list, right? Because like I said in the earlier ones, like they were all valid, could have won, right? And you might have debated, but there's one game on that list that most people would say, nah, that's the one that shouldn't have won, and that was Hades. Like, of course, I cap for Shinobi.
Yeah.
I cap for Shinobi, but the fact that
Hades
it didn't
got
win,
better action than Doom?
No, it don't. But that's what I'm saying. I cap for Shinobi, right? But I'm not mad that it didn't win. But I'm mad about these other games that were even more deserving, I would say. Battlefield, Doom, freaking Doom. People were talking about Doom all goddamn year. That one didn't win, and Hades 2 won. I'm just as mad as the last time when the first one won, Game of the Year. Nah, son. I'm not with it.
Talk to me, Scrub. How you feeling about this category in the winner, man?
Oh, I said it. I mean, it is what it is. Hades is the same thing as Silk Song. Everybody's win the next Hades, win the next Hades, win the next Hades.
A lot of glaze.
And when it won, I was like, in my heart, I was like, really, man?
Glazed donuts.
Really?
Honestly,
it can't beat all these other ones.
For best action game, honestly, I felt that the most deserving was Ninja Gaiden 4. And there's two reasons. Not just because I'm a diehard fan of the series.
Nobody's debating you. Go ahead, bloody.
We agree with you. We agree.
The biggest reason is that I felt like that game should have won to honor Itagaki because the fact that he put so much into bringing back that franchise.
RIP to a great
deal. I was like, and the fact that just like what happened with the creator of Suikoden when they put out their other series that they created, passing away just a couple weeks before launch, not getting to see the hype that game created, I felt like that should have been honored to him. That's just my stance on it. Because the game is great. It's well deserving, but I felt like it should have been an honor in their memory.
Okay. I'm with that. Anybody else want to touch on this before we go to the best
AR game? I just want to say the winner was the least deserving one on the list. That's it.
I don't even think
I kind of expected Hades to win. Like Hades 2 was like expected. I was like, but I agreed that I think Doom Dark Ages really switched up their formula a lot more. And same with Shinobi Art.
The last 3 games, they didn't switch every game. Last 3 games.
Yeah.
Well, no, I was like, with what they did with the last 2, or at least the last one improved upon what they did with 16. This one they completely revamped everything, like even more than what they did with the last one. That's why I'm just like, all right, Dark Ages is a significant change up compared to what Hades 2 is just more of the same, just with a new character and a new play style. I was like, not that I'm dissing on it. I love the game, but it was the most expected.
Spartan 6616 sent 5 Runaway Dragons TV gift memberships. If you got a gift membership, shout out to Spartan. Thank you, sir. We appreciate you.
That's what it's all about, baby.
The hell?
I don't know. What is the hell?
No, I'm looking on my laptop. All right, so we're gonna keep pushing, man. Best VR and AR game, Alien Rogue Incursion, which I love to death on my PlayStation 5 VR, and other people don't play it.
Worthy
My
game.
bad.
Worthy game.
Arkham Age, Ghost Town, Marvel's Deadpool VR for that Quest 3 is awesome.
Deadpool.
I got that.
That's the one I
got that. And the Midnight Walk. I don't even know what that is.
I don't know either.
Somebody help me out in the chat. Anybody in the chat know what that VR game was?
Yes.
What is this thing?
You would know. So please tell us. Not surprised.
Yeah, please.
I was like, it was one that everyone was talking about earlier this year because it was on a PlayStation showcase. Basically, I was like, you're acting as a protector of this little clay pot's flame and trying to bring light back to the world of darkness.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I don't have VR.
I don't have a VR
really
either,
don't
but
have
I knew what the
nothing to
game
say
was.
About this one.
I was like, I honestly wanted the Midnight Walk to win.
Yo, listen, people.
I voted for Deadpool.
Shout out to my man Spartan.
It's also
always
on
a
Steam.
pleasure to have you here. He said Deadpool is fire on Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. Yo, be shut your ass up.
I mean, Deadpool's coming soon.
He ain't wrong.
I got Deadpool and Dice Throne too.
You still have it in the box, Pink? Come on, you gotta do better than that. Come on, Pink.
Hey,
she
said she busy. She said she busy.
and get to doing some virtual destruction. And shout out to like I said, Spartan, man, people out here who got those memberships, man. Shout that quick thanks to that brother, man, because he definitely come here and he supports big time. It's my God. Best mobile game: Destiny Rising, Persona 5, The Phantom X, Sonic Rumble. I don't even know what that is.
I will say it. I got it. Uma Musume, Pretty Derby.
Okay.
And Wuthering
Waves.
Wuthering Waves.
Wuthering Waves, yeah.
Some shit. What is Pretty Derby? What is that?
Uma Musume Pretty Derby is basically a Japanese gacha game based on horse girls.
Oh.
But actually the actual interesting thing about it is that the horses are actually based on actual racing horses that were famous in Japan.
Oh.
You know what?
Sure.
Everything he has championed for in these awards is some type of Asian game.
What?
Y'all noticed that?
No. I didn't even say that. That's not even what I said I was going for. I knew it was going to win. I actually was more pushing for the fact of Persona.
I thought Wuthering Waves was gonna win, and
See,
then
I thought
that one doesn't. But then it wins later on, and I was like,
and you're like, what? Yeah, that's what I thought too. That's what I thought too. Why did win that one?
Man. You know this. This was crazy. I think this was a good category. Best debut indie game: Blueprints, Expedition 33, Dispatch. I don't know what is that?
Despelote.
Despelote, yeah.
I was like, it's a Brazilian game about soccer.
Yep, and the family playing together and all that stuff.
Oh, okay.
I'm having to be the cultured one right now. Oh man,
Hey, I knew what it was.
I know you did. This at least on this one.
Soccer.
But everything else.
Listen, I know a lot, not everything.
Yeah.
That's why I'm here to fill in the gap.
Okay, I'm not mad. I'm not mad to see that was a banger of a hit. I was playing that damn thing on my Ally X on the train, and it was
I was
nice.
playing it everywhere that I could.
This category was so much BS, only because the category that's next is best indie game. How do you have best indie game category and then you have a best debut?
Yes, that part.
Game,
right?
And guess what? Claire Obscure Expedition 33 is also an independent game, and it's their first one coming from that company. This bullshit. This BS. It is BS.
Listen,
the fact that it won, we knew it was going to win Game of the Year and Independent Game, but then you have debut Independent Game and didn't give it to one of the other ones, which it should have been Dispatch.
Yeah.
That pissed me off. That pissed me off.
I haven't even started Dispatch because I want to do it on the stream, but
Dispatch
I do have
is
that
fantastic.
on my X.
Yes, Dispatch is fantastic. Ad hoc is amazing. However, I was torn on this one because I was obsessed with Blueprints. Honestly, it was probably one of my absolute favorite puzzle games.
But we're on debut indie.
Yes, and it was on a debut indie, and that's what I'm saying is that it was an amazing game that actually caught me by surprise. Like,
okay, Scrub, I agree with you, right? But I guess the point is, right, and I still think it's dumb because, like I say, I agree with you. But I guess the point is, it's not about because it's an indie and it's debut indie. It's because it's an indie developer and it's their first game. So any indie developer where it's their first game, which amongst those is the best. But like, that's not worthy of having an award for. That's stupid.
Yeah.
Why do that?
Because
that's
you know,
like
Claire Obscure was going to win both of them.
Anyway, right?
If it's going to win Game of the Year and Best Independent, why would it lose on Best Debut Indie?
Here's the thing that needs to be fixed too. Is that it's like, how are they classifying these? Because some of these games are from an independent studio, but they're also still being financed or helped by a publisher. So that's where it needs to come down to. Like Blueprints was supported by Raw Fury. Sandfall Interactive with Claire Obscure were supported by Kepler Interactive, which is another publisher. So the fact is that they need more clarification on, is it because of the fact that they are not an own studio, or if is it because of the fact that they're a studio that is making a game, even if it's published by someone else and it's not self-published. There's still a lot of confusion and a lot of point of contention in the community about that.
I just think those two categories was just a setup.
No, I know, and that's what I'm saying is that's where a lot of this issue is, because the fact that indie, especially like indie games, typically are like, hey, this is a small team self-publishing, like Dispatch, Ad hoc, that is absolutely indie because they did that all themselves.
Right.
Whereas everyone else was supported with a publisher. So that's where it needs to come into, like, is it self-published? Is that what counts as indie? Or is it just the fact that, hey, this studio isn't owned, but it just got help from a publisher? That's where it needs to be cleared up more.
I agree.
All right. So let's move on, man. So we're gonna skip past best independent game because obviously
we all have
best community supported game: Baldur's Gate 3, Final Fantasy 14, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and No Man's Sky. Now, how does the community support Baldur's Gate 3 for the winner? That's the winner. How did they come about that?
This one, honestly, because I'm probably the most involved with Baldur's Gate 3, is the amount of mods, reworks, and absolutely rebuilding of that entirety, everything. I was like, they've made other Dungeons and Dragons, they made other games within that engine and completely rebuilt a lot of stuff. I was like, the community around Baldur's Gate 3 is kind of stupid, insane with how they've done. It's the same way with like Fallout, how people have taken a single engine and be like, hey, we're going to create another game within this game, and it's something totally brand new. That's what they did with Baldur's Gate 3.
I should have known they did that. I had no idea, but yeah, I should have. In hindsight, it's like, oh, of course they would have. Especially a game like that, an engine like that, a fan base like that. Yeah, that was gonna.
It makes sense when you look at it like that.
Yeah, it makes sense now. I get it.
I'm not surprised that it won. I was wondering, which you have another game Yes, because it's an ongoing game. It's on here every freaking year in either wins or
Final Fantasy
almost
14.
wins. Final Fantasy 14.
14 or No Man's Sky. Always.
Seriously. I was like, those games have been on there for 5 years.
Okay. And here's what I think, right? With awards like that one, after they win that one once, it's never nominated again.
I don't believe in that.
I would say,
you should
I would say 2
reward.
years.
If you should reward people who are still doing great
Yeah,
by their community and their game, even though newer games are going. If you're still doing better than a newer game coming in,
But
I think you should be rewarded for it.
That's fair.
But it could just be because it's popular, or whatever, and the other people don't know the other one, and so that's my problem with it. But I'm not.
That's why I think it is. It's name recognition now.
Yeah,
I will say that. I was like, but
instead of what they're doing for the community. That's
in this case, I think No Man's Sky is absolutely like the definition of a Cinderella story with how far they've come.
It is
from where I was like, so the fact that they were able to outdo probably the biggest, and if not like the one of the de facto like defining MMOs right now with Final Fantasy 14, which is basically one every year pretty much. Yeah. I was like, kind of is a testament to Sean Murray and the team.
And then you look at Warframe, they won that other award, right? But this is one they really deserve for that same reason. They put in a lot of effort. Those two girls who won that other award or that came up, they're like the community manager and I forget what the other role is, right? They're there all the time. They talk the lingo. They know they've been in those roles for a long time. That people know them. They worked, and that game has been there since the launch of last generation on both Xbox and PlayStation. You know. Yeah. So that's an example of what I'm talking about, but it is what it is.
Okay. Best hold on. We did best ongoing game, right?
Yeah, we did.
Games for impact. Consume Me.
Despalote.
Pause.
Despalote. Lost Records. South of Midnight is the winner.
Yeah. Come on, you Boricua. You should be able to speak that. Come on now.
I don't know. Whatever. Wonder Stop, man. And my game of the year has won this category. I thought this was amazing because that game impacted me heavy. That game impacted me heavy being a connoisseur a connoisseur of that culture down there in New Orleans.
SOUF, the South.
The South. The shout out to my boy Willis, man. Yeah.
The dirty South at that. I was like, but no. I was like, honestly, the two I was happy with was either have been Lost Records, Blooming Range, or South of Midnight. And I was more wanting South of Midnight because as someone from this area and someone from that who grew up around that culture, the way that a Canadian team, mind you, I was like, because people don't realize it's like the team that made that, it's from Canada, spent enough time down
that's
in
where
Louisiana.
Cajuns came from. It came from the Acadians in Canada.
The fact is that they spent enough time down there to really embrace the culture, understand the culture, and really take the time to let it sink in to be able to create something that's a true love letter to that culture is what makes it stand out. I was like, honestly, I can't wait
to get to play it. I just haven't had time. Like I haven't played Battlefield yet.
It is well worth it.
Ever since it first came out, and
it's well worth your time. I was like, absolutely. I was like, but like that's why I was happy with it. I was like, but like I said, for Lost Records, I was like, it's another game coming from the team behind.
Cheetah.
I was like, it's another game from the team behind Life is Strange, and those games have always been very impactful with the way that they always win.
That's what scared me. That's what scared me.
No, and I agree. I was like, I would have been happy either way, but I was wanting more South of Midnight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, innovation in accessibility. I'm gonna say what my man said last night. He said Doom did it for him. And that would be Cerebral Paul.
He said that on our show as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's been talking about that. He's been talking about that. They really do a lot of behind the scenes technical things that help. Yeah.
Now we ain't doing best performances, no actors and all this stuff. We ain't doing best. Oh yeah, we gotta go this.
Oh, of course, I was like, the bias shows.
Excuse me. There's no game on the planet that sounds like Battlefield 6.
Yeah,
no,
clearly.
There was no competition.
Audio design.
There is no competition.
They shouldn't even had any other game up there but Battlefield 6.
Yeah, it's not Call of Duty. It's not nobody else.
It's so far ahead of everybody. It should have.
Okay. Okay.
33, Death Stranding 2, Ghost of Yote, and Silent Hill F.
Wait. If he says okay, what game did you think should?
He probably thinks Claire Obscure. He probably thinks Claire Obscure.
It was Ghost of Yote or Silent Hill F. I bet you.
Yes, you're right. It was Silent Hill F.
Something in Japan. Ooh, wow.
No, because the fact.
Right? I told you.
Audio design goes more than just how good the guns sound, boy.
No.
You don't play Battlefield 6. You don't play Battlefield 6.
I know more than that.
You damn sure don't.
You a fraud.
Yeah. You're a fraud. Yeah, you fraud in the public.
No, not even.
You don't play Battlefield 6.
Yeah, you
I
don't
haven't even played it, and I know this, bro. You
listen,
bro.
Battlefield is ridiculous. Yo, it's the little things,
it's
not just hearing the gun. It's listen, they just did an update where your gunner freeze, you get cold, you got to stand by these barrels. When you go by the barrels, you hear the crackling of the fire of the wood in the barrels. This shit is crazy.
The same things in Silent Hill.
Nah, stop.
In the middle of the gunfight,
that's why Silent Hill didn't win, dude. What are you doing? No,
you hear the planes in the background.
I'm talking about the entire environment. You hear everything.
You hear the birds in the background.
Oh my god!
Yes.
You know what?
He don't play Battlefield.
And they had that in the beta that I actually played. Yeah, this is why I know.
Best score and music.
I have never met anybody say best audio design should have went to anything other than Battlefield 6.
Battlefield.
You're the first person I've heard.
Yeah.
Really.
Out of here.
The person who don't play the game.
I was like, and y'all didn't play the other games.
I played
what did you play? What did you play?
I played Claire Obscure.
I played Expedition 33.
Yep. I played Claire Obscure too. Yeah.
The only one that was obviously winning everything else. I was like, so y'all went with y'all's bias.
No, because we know of all the things that's great about that game, but Battlefield did better than that.
I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah.
Every time a Battlefield comes out, it is the best audio of the year. Every time.
About Atmos, bro, it literally sounds like above you through when the helicopter's above you, like Meet the Cheater is saying.
Listen.
It really feels like above you.
This dude plays games listening to a Walkman. We ain't listening to this motherfucker. Best score in music: Hollow Knight, Silk Song, Hades 2, Expedition 33, Ghost of Yote, and Death Stranding 2. And you know what? You know what's crazy? I'm so happy that Death Stranding didn't win nothing.
Just to see Kojima's face? Because, bro, he had that look, bro. He had that look. I was like, oh, and I don't hate on Kojima. You know, I'm a Metal Gear head.
I'm a Metal Gear head too, but he ain't been the same since.
It's the bias that the Game Awards have for
it
Kojima.
Helps with the bias.
Yes.
It helps with the bias that it didn't win anything.
That's what it is. That's what it is.
Nobody has a problem with the score because Expedition 33
music-wise,
I really like.
Dude, the music is phenomenal. I was like, but the fact is, the top three, the first three entries, Hollow Knight, I was like, with Silk Song, Hades 2, and Claire Obscure all had amazing music. I was like, and if any one of those three,
Hollow Knight got good music too, but I'm not really a fan of the game.
But I was like, and that's perfectly fine. But I was like, if you just listen to the OSTs, because I had the OSTs for both for Hollow Knight 1, Silk Song, I have Hades 1 and 2. I was like, those music I can listen to. I was like, but there was something special about Claire Obscure's soundtrack.
And to back you up though, my 86-year-old mother, right? I play that song for her. She's like, this is one of the greatest songs I've heard in a long time. She really likes that song. I had to put it on like a CD for her. Like she really fucks with that. Like
hard. It gets stuck in your head too.
Yeah.
It does. I was like,
it beautifully performed all of it. Like it, you know, and especially the story and everything, it really gets you, bro. So that's why I won. It was obvious.
All right, so let's move on. Beck's art direction, of course, Expedition 33 won this category.
Yeah, that was all about that.
Death Stranding, Ghost Yote, and Hades 2, Hollow Knight. Anybody want to comment on that before we move to Best Narrative? Expedition 33 wins again?
If Death Stranding would have won any, I thought it might have won this one.
Yeah, that was the closest, most likely.
Most likely one. I
would say the art direction, but the fact is that the entire theme and motif of Claire Obscure makes it stand out with the fact that it's focused on art and all that.
Literally,
it's unique.
Okay. Best narrative.
Easy.
Damn near the same category. Yeah, that was easy.
That was
Don't
easy.
Keep pushing. Best adaptation.
Crispy Rambo said,
Rob.
for me, best music was South of Midnight. I will
Okay,
not argue.
I can agree.
that.
I can agree with that.
I would not argue with
why
that.
That's why they didn't put it in that category.
I will say this. I was like, in best narrative, the only one that would have been a
it should have
close
been.
second, honestly, was Kingdom Come Deliverance. I was like, don't get me wrong, I love Silent Hill.
I didn't play that.
I was like, but Kingdom Come Deliverance, I think, was a closer to Claire Obscure narrative-wise compared to Ghosts of Yote and Death Stranding.
Okay.
Okay, so now we got to get to this, man.
The adaptation.
Best adaptation. The Minecraft movie, Devil May Cry on Netflix, Last of Us on HBO, Splinter Cell on Netflix. It's on Netflix, right?
Yes, it is.
And Until Dawn was a movie, which I still haven't watched yet, and I want to see. I want to watch it. Last of Us season 2 is the winner.
Not against Splinter Cell.
Was trash.
All Devil May Cry.
Devil May Cry was good, but Splinter Cell was.
I didn't even watch Splinter Cell yet.
Here's Devil May Cry.
Well done. Well done.
Because it stayed true to what Splinter Cell was. I was like, Death Watch actually felt like it existed properly within the world of Splinter Cell. Devil May Cry was nothing that of any like hardcore Devil May Cry fan would have had so many issues because of the fact that it didn't respect its own continuity, its own like everything.
It didn't.
It was its own thing, but it disrespected a lot of what people knew.
I liked it, and I'm a hardcore fan.
Yeah,
I liked it.
I did
really
not like
liked
Devil.
it. And
I did not like Devil May Cry.
I did. I loved it.
Why?
And I
It
can't
literally
wait for season
the
2.
biggest thing was that it disrespected what Sparta wanted. I was like, the very theme about it all.
That don't mean it wasn't good.
Yeah, it was still good. It just wasn't Splinter Cell good. That's all. That's all.
I was like, honestly, what I thought was gonna win this one, surprisingly, was I thought it was gonna be the Minecraft movie, just because of how much that movie was like all over the place when it came out. I was like, so I'm surprised that Last of Us.
Yeah, Scrub, what were you gonna say?
This nomination and win by Last of Us 2 is another example why what you see on Twitter and social media is so small that it really doesn't matter in the bigger set of things. Because everything you saw on Twitter or all these written up, Last of Us 2 sucks. It has this and didn't have that. This game is this show is horrible. I'll never watch it again. I can't even finish the first 2 episodes. I can't look at the girl playing Ellie anymore. It's hideous.
Her
and
forehead.
It wins that.
And it wins, yeah.
And it wins.
People don't
so
know
it lets you know that the voices are loud, but it's not many.
Yeah.
Oreo. What are you doing?
Because I understand what they're saying about the person who plays Ellie, but
I don't understand it because people act like they did.
It has to look exactly.
No,
they gotta look exactly
feel like
Ellie.
if it doesn't look exactly like it, it's not
gotta
good.
be the super. Everybody's not gorgeous. Okay, stop.
No, everybody believes that you have to be able to masturbate to whatever girl or woman on TV for it to be good.
Hey, look, that's why no one appreciated the new girl who played Lara Croft in the reboot because of the fact that she was no Angelina Jolie looking like she was coming straight out of the old school games.
But she was more realistic, though.
Exactly. I was like, people got to understand when you look at Lara Croft, I was like, the woman literally has to have an athletic fit build with all the stuff she does. I was like, she don't need to be looking like she's a stacked hourglass 24/7 walking around in nothing. Like, it's stupid.
It is. Let's move on. We got other stuff to get to. Best game direction, of course, Expedition 33 wins.
I think
yes, because the way they changed the genre, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, as a standout on turn-based RPGs, this one really is what I said that I felt like would get more people into it because it's more interactive even as turn-based. And I think that's what needed to change to get more people involved or interested.
I think the only Fantasy better than Final Fantasy.
Yes. And a lot of people who don't like the genre have said, I don't like turn-based. I try it. It was on Game Pass. I tried it and I'm like, oh, I'm hooked. And now I'm interested in other turn-based games. They got a bunch of converse off of that game, so it was that well done. So
it's why the newer Like a Dragon games, right, got more people interested because of the fact that it's more involved instead of just the old school. Hey, just stand there, select this ability, and then that's it. I was like, it's an active turn-based RPG. What's that system called? The ATB? I was like, that's what it's more of an
active time battle.
Yeah, active time battle.
Yeah.
And it wasn't the first time it was used. That's been used before.
Yeah.
I mean, it's used in the Mario and Luigi games on the Twitch.
First time. Some people thought it was though. So now we're gonna get the game of the year, of course. Expedition 33 won. And why is Donkey Kong up there?
Because it's Nintendo.
Nintendo. That's why.
It's either like, that Nintendo or Mario Kart. So they couldn't say Mario Kart. So they had to have something else.
Yeah.
Because Nintendo gets an automatic pass to a game of the year, even if it comes out a week before the awards. Look at what happened last year.
Game is going to be in the Game of the Year awards. No matter what it's going to be on there.
Look, it happened last year. I was like, what was the last Mario game? It like launched 2 weeks before the closure of the awards and somehow was nominated as Game of the Year. It's like, how? It just came out and it's already up there? Nah.
Deadpool VR just came out.
Deadpool. It was nominated though for a
Expedition 33. You could play it today on Game Pass.
Game Pass.
And it's incredible that this game dropped in Game Pass and still was
at the beginning of the year. At the very beginning.
Highly successful. And it got nominated for Game of the Year. I think people over there is kind of winning in Game Pass.
How many nominations did Xbox get this year? It was a lot.
Yeah,
I thought Xbox was dead.
It's gonna get.
How you gonna be dead? You keep getting nominated and winning.
And you won more than the other guy who didn't get who got zero. Oh, we're taking it there. We're taking it there now. They got zero. We're talking. Who was it? Colin Moriarty,
Pickle
right?
said, "I want more details on Oreo, my pit bull."
Yeah,
that spoiled brat.
Hey, here's another thing.
I said he's a bad boy. He's like, I'm sure he's very good. I said, yo, he's got too much energy, that dog, bro.
I also want to put this out there.
Wait till Spider-Man comes back out. Spider-Man, just wait.
You know what? Hang on. The fact that Claire Obscure won, it breaks down to all of two things, which is what I feel like people need to be more aware of, because the same thing happened the year that Joseph Fares won with A Way Out, right? Or was it which game did he win? Yeah, I think it was A Way Out. The thing is that these games go to show that you don't need to be a $100 million company with 300 developers to make something that stands out. When he won with his team of 12 people at the time, made a game like that and won Game of the Year was absolutely deserved. The fact that this was a game that was done in 3 years by a team of 30 people completely goes to show that the industry needs to change, because you don't need 400 or 500 people to make a great game.
You can't say that.
No, it's absolutely true.
You can't.
Hang on. Two games this year shook up the entire industry. This one has been talked about since it came out at the beginning of the year, and Silksong, when it came out, completely revamped everything, because every major indie developer said, "Hey, yes." You are not going to tell me that.
Okay, Lemon, what are you going to say first? Because I do have one thing I got to say that is going to sound like, it backs up bloody. But
you think 30 people can make Battlefield?
No, 30 people cannot make
That's
Battlefield.
That's not what I'm saying.
But hold on. But he's saying you don't need 1 million people to make a good game that's worth playing, right? Look at how many games. No,
that's what I said.
But when you start playing, when you start getting to bigger games, like they can't make 30 people can't make Last of Us. Stop it.
Right. But you know what though?
Stop.
Like 3 games out of the list.
Did a good job. Don't try to generalize and say you don't need that many people. It depends on the scale of the game, on how many people you need. Stop generalizing and say you don't need that many people. You do.
This is right. But
you think 30 people can make Grand Theft Auto 6? No.
That comes down. That comes down.
We're not doing that.
That comes down to scale, and that comes to scope. Again, that's about a half.
Okay, but listen, the one thing I'm gonna say,
they did a good job. The game is small. They did a good job. Congrats to them. Let's not generalize. Oh, you don't need that many people. Look what they did. Yeah? Tell them to make a big-ass game.
Yeah. But I will say,
what
though.
happens. Because Expedition 33 ain't no big game.
No, it's not. But I will say, though.
It's not meant to be a big game.
All right, then. So you just generalized and said something, and you're
twisting what I said.
No, I'm not.
Yes.
No, I'm not.
I'm saying that doesn't need to be what everyone's trying to focus on.
We all hear you. We all heard this bullshit. This shows.
Why don't you stop being biased in your bullshit with Battlefield? Why is that always your go-to for defense?
I named Last of Us. I said Last of Us. Don't try to twist
there
it.
Could be a small team could make a game like Last of Us.
No, they
what?
couldn't.
No. What makes Last of Us stand out?
Out of here. They don't even got. They got more people talking than 30 people in the game. Get your ass out of here. What
makes Last of Us? What makes Last of Us need 300 people? Tell me. Tell me what makes it. What in that game is so demanding that it needs 300 plus people?
Yo, something's wrong with you.
No. I'm being straight up.
How about this? 30 people couldn't make Dead Island either that you play.
Again, that comes down to scope and scale.
Well, that's what Lemon was saying as well. Y'all are saying the same thing, but on different sides of the coin.
He ain't saying the same shit I'm saying. He's trying to justify
y'all
what
on different sides of the coin.
Yeah. But the one thing I will say, though, is look how many indies were nominated for Game of the Year. Like, the indies thing is a thing that people are looking at, and a lot of money people are going to look at this and go, yo, we don't need to spend this much money. And sometimes that's true, like Bloody is saying, but there are certain other games, like Lemon is saying, that's not even possible. And that's just for the voice cast alone.
Right.
The voice cast alone, right?
How about this?
Different types of games.
You got to fly all over Mexico to do Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, that's not even, you know what I'm saying? That's not even a thing.
Come on, son.
Yeah,
Stop.
That's not even possible. Yeah. It depends on the game.
I didn't say that you don't have to do
better. You do better with your money spending, but don't make it a general situation, especially coming from somebody who talked to developers. You know better.
And what I was saying is that this goes to show that anything can be worthy of. I was like, what I was trying to get at.
No,
what I was saying.
It's good that they got it, the nominations. It's good that they won because it's not always the big guys to win. I like that. But let's not try to say because they did it with 30 people that everybody could do it with 30 people.
I didn't say everybody.
Still runs like dog shit.
And that comes down to experience. That comes down to dedication. What I was trying to say is that you can do amazing things. There's games that have been done by teams of 2, 3, or 4 people.
Right.
I was like, and they're big games. I was like, hell, one of the games that's coming out right now, I'm friends with the team. There are 4 people who make it.
What game is this?
I was like, if you look up Hideworks, they're the ones who are making Liminal Point. Also, look at the team at Malformation. They are a team of 8. They are making Ground Zero. It is an old school style game, just like Resident Evil. But the fact is that it's 8 people. I was like, 4 of them are only full time. The director, and everyone is the one doing art.
Let me ask you a question. So you think the production level on that game is going to match Resident Evil with 8 people?
No, because Claire Obscure, their hair and some of their resolution in their game is not the best. Great at all. No,
absolutely.
It's the way the gameplay. It's the gameplay.
But what I'm saying,
always the most important
thing. Story and the environment
and
the music.
And the music, yep.
Right. Come on, man. Don't make it a general situation, bro. You can't do that.
It's not just about money.
It's cool. It's cool. I was like,
but you're wrong. You can't do that.
It's cool. It's cool.
So you should put 30 people on every game. We'll never get shit.
I'm glad that's your takeaway. I'm glad that's what your takeaway is.
Listen,
I was like, go. I was like, no, we're good. We're good. We can close out.
They can't make the major big games with 30 people. It can't be done.
I understand what you're saying, Bloody. I understand.
Not in no 5-year span. Yeah. It takes these big ass teams 5 years to make a game.
And sometimes
imagine 30 people doing all the work with 30 people to make a big open world game like a Witcher. We'll never get this shit.
Yep.
Never. I'm just, you're Bloody. Listen, I love your enthusiasm and I'm happy for them over there. Don't put 30 people on my next Halo game, please. Don't do that.
Hey man, that's cool. That's cool.
Oh damn, Google. Oh wow, McDonald's sugar games.
We got us a super chat up in here. Gaming Forte.
Oh, shout out to Forte.
$1.99 super chat said, Lemon, stop hiding from me on Battlefield.
You don't even be online.
Miss you, bro.
Why did you? I came to your DPS show. Yo, when we playing, you didn't even say nothing. Don't get on here with your goddamn cereal donation and talk shit in Battlefield. Cause me and Scrub is always playing. What's wrong with him, Scrub? Where you been?
Wait, don't throw me in there.
No, but you don't play with me. You don't play with me.
I do.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Now you gonna get in here and act funny too? You can get on the other team and we can get it cracking.
I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared.
This dude gonna come in here and try to super chat me like I'm ducking him. I haven't even seen you online. I got streams. I got receipts of playing multiple streams. Where you at? I even came to your show.
That $1.99 was worth it, Forte, because you got exactly what you was going for. Got him all worked up. I congratulate you, sir.
I want all the smoke, and I want to give out smoke. Matter of fact, I'm like a chimney in this motherfucker. Yo, Bloody mad. Look at Bloody.
I'm mad.
Why trying to get something and put it back on Bloody? Wow, that's tough.
No, he is resolute because I understand how he feels on his discussion, and he is true with what he had to say. So
you got to flip it right back on Bloody on some other subject. That was messed up. I caught you, bro. I know exactly what it is. You know, I know you, bro.
Yo,
it's all right. I was like, he's gonna get out as soon as he stands up. I was like, someone needs to get this man a life alert.
Oh no!
Whatever. It doesn't matter what you say. Battlefield's the best sounding game, and you need more 30 people to make Grand Theft Auto.
I'm glad you feel that way. I'm happy for you.
He want everybody here to look like Claire Skill Expedition 33.
Did I say I want to be French? Nah.
They
yeah, hey, I'm Haitian. I don't have no love for the French either. No offense to anybody French.
Yo, good to have you, Sick, man.
No doubt.
Shout out to my brother, man. Where can they find you at?
Well,
what you got going on?
Well, man, from time to time I put up YouTube videos. Most recently, I changed the battery on my ROG Ally, and I did a review on this 8-bit DOE arcade controller here, the one with the buttons right here. I got that on my birthday. So I did a video. Yeah, man, this is a pretty cool thing. And I also have the arcade stick. I already filmed the video for that one as well. But I got my squad with Black Air Force Gaming coming at you real soon. And yeah, man, I'd be on Twitter. I'd be on YouTube on Thursdays with Tech and Realists. We do a podcast with just 3 or 4 guys. We chat about games and stuff. Nothing too serious sometimes. And more times than not, we get into lots of tangents. Google Pone knows all about that. He's usually in the chat. My boy Kieran as well. Sometimes he's on the show as of late. And we just we chopping it up. It's what we do, bro. So come check us out on Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern. Techno Gaming. I have to think about the time. I'm like, what time is it? Because he's in Texas. So his time is at 7. Buy us the Xbox cereal, my homie. I ain't going to shortchange you. Remember who made you. Wow, that's incredible. I gotta give that one a like. There you go. Jimmy Forte. Love that.
He said a box of cereal. He's telling you to go eat your Wheaties, my boy.
Oh man. His favorite is Battlefield 4. White Suit Spirit. I gotta agree with that. Good game. Good game.
In the chat, man.
100.
Oh
shit. Intermediate Gaming is in the building. What up? What's up, Hondo? His show is after this one. He should be going on in 30 minutes.
Yep. Oh, one last thing I'd like to add to. Again, we didn't talk about it at all. As soon as I saw it, I was standing up like, yes, Ace Combat 8. You know me, I fuck with my action game.
Oh yeah.
And bro, hey man, we just see some cutscenes and stuff, but it implies a lot of stuff. I can't wait to be back in the world of Strange Reel. And in fact, there's a joystick that just got announced yesterday. If you remember from the Commodore 64, the Quick Shot, I tweeted about this. They made a recreation of it. It's USB and it's on Amazon for like $40. It comes out in February, I believe. I plan to get that. And when Ace Combat is out, most likely I'll be playing with that. But if you remember the Commodore 64, the joysticks back then, hey man, they have a recreation of that, so that's real cool. But yeah, man, Ace Combat 8.
I got a flight stick already.
Well, yeah, you got that one as well. I got that one as well with the pedal. So yeah, 2026 is packed, and there's the game we were talking about 2026. I forgot to mention. I don't know how we were talking about all this other stuff that just escaped my mind to now. But yeah,
when was the last Ace Combat? Because I remember playing 7.
2017
7 is the last one.
2019.
I said when was the last one? I was
2019, I think it was.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay, that's why. That's why I thought.
Game so long. I
remember. I was like, I remember it had to have been a while back because I remember playing it at PAX South because of the fact that they had a booth there where basically they were having everyone play against each other, and if you won, you got a shirt. And I have a shirt.
Oh, you do? I'm jealous.
Yeah. I was like, I have an Ace Combat. I have an Ace Combat shirt that has the 3 scratch marks on the shoulder.
Like for 3 strikes. It says on the back. Made with more than 30 people.
Yeah,
oh, Lord. Here you go, being messy as hell. Messy as hell.
Oh, I couldn't help that. That was too easy.
Of course.
Look, he has to move his camera. He's dying.
Yeah, he's dying over there.
He's dying. He's dying.
You're bloody, man. You're bloody. Wow, boy. Bloody. Where can they find you, bro? When are you streaming again? What you got going on this week, man?
Yes, I'll be back.
Lord.
I was like, I'll be live later tonight. I was like, probably here within the next 30 minutes to an hour. I was like,
I know what you won't be playing, Battlefield.
No, I will not. I will be playing Final Fantasy though.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, buddy.
Well done.
I'm sorry, buddy.
I was like, you know what? All I gotta do when I see him, I was like, all I gotta do is just take out his back of his knees. He'll come down, toppling down like a tree. I'll just yell, Simba!
And I'll still be laughing.
Yeah, all the way to the ground.
All the way to the ground.
Exactly.
I'll still be laughing.
Don't worry, I'll come in my flannel, so I'll be living up like a lumberjack.
Oh, Lord have mercy, man. Thank y'all for getting them likes up, man. I appreciate y'all.
I'll be a
You're
tiny
bloody,
ass
man.
lumberjack.
Oh, you finished with your outro?
Because you interrupted me, fool.
You really did.
I'm sorry. I did.
Yeah, I was like, anyways, for those who don't know, I'm Bloody Nux KNUX. I was like, I am the Japanese enthusiast. I was like, I do stream about 4 times a week. I was like, it's been about 3. I was like, I'll be live later tonight. You can find me here on YouTube. You can find me over on Twitch. And of course, you can also find me over on Twitter and Instagram where I'll be posting up things. I know I've been a little bit absent lately, but like I said earlier, I've been doing a lot of stuff offline. Yeah, I was like, I've been helping out with a lot of things. I was like, I've been getting more involved in board games, so y'all probably see me doing some more videos involved in that. I was like, make sure y'all come and check out what I got. I'm working on things here. I was like, gonna be doing a lot more different style content, and y'all gonna see me at some other events doing some things. But yeah, I'll be live later tonight for those who want to check it out.
Hit me up. I'll be on Battlefield. I'll probably be on Battlefield tonight, man. I'm just waiting for my food to come. It's almost here.
I'm about to go eat myself.
All right. Yeah. I ordered some Chinese. Yeah, I'm about to dim sum it up. You know what I'm saying?
Forte said he's gonna be on Battlefield 6 tomorrow.
I know. That's what I was answering him. I told him, just hit me up. Yo, listen, Scrub, where can they find you, brother? Always a pleasure. Scrub will not be here next week, ladies.
It's gonna be a sausage fest this week. Oh no!
So make sure y'all show up anyway. Scrub, where can he find you, man?
You can find me on Twitter. That's Scrub Nurse with the number 3 behind it. I also have I got my TikTok Scrub Nurse _. I have my Twitch Scrub _Nurse. And then here I put the link in the chat, YouTube at Scrub Nurse Gaming. So I'm going to be playing and streaming tonight. It might be Battlefield, might be Call of Duty. We shall soon see. So
either way, it's gonna be something with pews because that's all he knows.
That's right. But
you're a disrespectful little guy.
See, I got some right here on this table, and I cock it back and plop. You'll understand what I do with the pew. But you know, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna put that on the YouTube.
Lord.
Hey, you ain't the
That's
only
how
one
it
with a
be.
pew pew, my boy.
Hey, it is what it is. Texas, Louisiana, what it's gonna be.
You know how we do.
I'm from the Post City. I'm from the Post City. Y'all don't know about the Post City down here.
That was so country down here.
That's
Down
right.
here.
That's right.
Yeah, down here.
That's why South of Midnight's so great.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, people, you know what it is, man. Another weekend is in the books. And my food is here. Take the food here. Food here.
There goes Oreo.
Food here.
There goes Oreo.
Yeah, there it goes.
Everybody going crazy. Hey, Oreo, the food is here. Yo, listen, man. Let me go. I'm going to holler at y'all. Thanks, everybody, for showing up. Thanks for everybody for liking and subscribing. Remember, this week, I'm giving away that Terminator 2D No Fate to a lucky subscriber. Go on Twitter, show your interest. Appreciate y'all, man. And another one is in the books. As I always say, bring your game and not your name. That's what we do here. Hit y'all next week, man. Peace
Shout
out,
out Sir
everybody.
X-Men. Shout out Sir X-Men.
Yeah, Sir
Shout out to
X-Men.
Sir
Get
X-Men.
well soon, brother,
Yes,
for
brother.
real.
And happy holidays to all the
Will.
listeners, all the real gamers.
That's right.
Peace.